Yo, what up, everybody? All right, so I think we're good to go here. Let me reset Foundry real quick. If it will find it. I won't find it, but it will be cool. All right, so we're just gonna introduce everybody. That's gonna be the start of this campaign. I am your dungeon master. I'm also the person on this Twitch channel. So thanks for stopping by. I've played. When did we start playing D&D, Anthony? When was that? When did we go try to find dice? Ow. 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright, we should be better now. Alright, cool. I got audio going. Let me get computer audio. Audio input. One second. Okay, we got audio better. And then let me get audio output. Which one's the one where you can hear your computer? Is that input or is that output?
That's the output.
Output? Okay. Wait, say something.
Hello.
Okay. All right, they can hear you now. All right, everybody in chat can hear you guys. I'll play with audio later, but this is a pretty good start, I guess. So I think we started in like high school because I remember Tyler was there.
Yeah, we started in high school. I don't know. We started playing regularly
Pathfinder.
probably like senior year. Yeah, Pathfinder was first.
Yo, we got debated, by the way, because 5e had come out for like a year or something like that, and then the guy at the game shop was like, no, there's just 3.5, nobody plays that. So he gave us Pathfinder, and I was like, okay. So that's how we learned Pathfinder first.
Pathfinder's not a bad system, though.
It's not. But it wasn't
Has
D&D.
a lot more classes.
We were looking for D&D and we didn't get it, which is very sad.
Yeah. I think you guys came out better for that, actually. I think Pathfinder's a little better. At least it's more gamey.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier, I'd say. But there is a lot more, I would say, other stuff involved.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll first throw it off to Anthony. Anthony, what up? How many years of experience of D&D have you had?
I've been probably regular playing since probably like 2015 is when I really got into D&D. Like you said, we did try Pathfinder in 2014, but I've been playing weekly sessions here on for like I guess 8 years now, which is mind-boggling and crazy. Probably been a part of at least 20 different campaigns, probably like 4 different settings. So I would say I'm pretty experienced, but this kind of setup is a little new to me. I'm not quite used to Foundry yet, so
Foundry's
I'm just
good.
gonna get used to it, and hopefully I don't mess up too much.
Got it. And we did a fun fact is we did catch Critical Role. Like I think episode 2 we watched that live, I think.
Yeah.
So that was
cool.
That was cool. It was after we started playing D&D, so that was just cool. Oh no, I think we started D&D because of Critical Role. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I know I didn't find out about Critical Role. I don't know if it was you or whoever, but like, you guys all, or you got me to watch like the first episode, or one of the first episodes.
It was like our friend group. Yeah, we were just like, hey, there are a bunch of voice actors that are playing D&D. You guys want to watch that? And it was like episode 3 or 2 or something like that, and we watched it live. And then I think Anthony caught one like behind.
Yeah, it did start to fall behind relatively quick.
No, yeah, but it's like one episode. But you we started watching like episode 2, and then like you watched episode 3 or 4 or something like that. That's when you started.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Anthony. All right, and then Alex, how about you? How much years of experience of D&D have you had?
You know, D&D, not a ton. I played a little bit in high school, enough to get familiar with kind of the basics of it. And then I got back into it, I guess, with this group, which would have been like 3 or 4 years ago. But throughout all of college, I was doing 40K tabletop role playing. So different systems, but definitely a lot more intense. In 40K, if you are playing a psyker and you make the wrong roll, your character just disappears from existence entirely. So a little more punishing than D&D, but a little more grimdark. But had a lot of fun with the previous campaign, so looking forward to more of it.
Yeah, our previous campaign was League of Legends themed, and we lost 5 characters due to the deck of many things. So, almost kind of like your, like 40k.
A little bit.
Just pull a card, and your soul's gone from your body.
Except we did it. We knew the circumstances, and we still did it. And yeah, lost
No.
the character. He was a good character.
We can't draw 4 bad cards in a row, right?
Yeah, seriously. Especially on a practice run, we got donjon, and then again when we did it live in a row, 2 of us got donjon.
And then that's the voice of Nader. He was in our last session. He's a little bit busy to be in our session, but he'll make a guest appearance from time to time.
Yeah, let's go.
He's aight.
And Nader, anything else to say?
Whenever I do randomly join the session, I just want to come out of nowhere and slap whoever Josh is playing. The gnome
You'll be able
warlock
to touch me,
rogue.
dog.
I'm just gonna slap him, and that's how I'm gonna appear. He's just gonna be slapped out of nowhere, and boom, there I am.
That's not gonna happen.
Then I'm not gonna be a guest appearance. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No guest appearances. All right, and then our last character for today, we have Josh.
Yep. I don't have a lot of experience with D&D as far as like the actual tabletop game. Of course, I played a lot of the video games, so I know about building a character. But as far as the role playing thing, I have to get a little bit better at that, for sure.
Oh, you got Nader, Josh, or you got Nader, Anthony, and Alex to help. And then our last person, Melvin. He'll be introduced later in the series. So yeah, we have a 4-man party right now. And then we have Owlin Rogue, Gnome Warlock Rogue. I'll save Melvin's character because I think it'll be funny. And then Dwarf Druid. So that is currently the classes. But you guys ready to get started?
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right. So, just a reminder, there are some homebrew rules. So if you encounter a rule that doesn't make sense, it's probably homebrew, or we probably forgot. So we're just gonna play it. But yeah, I think that's it, and we're gonna get started here. So let me fix audio real quick. I don't know why, but the YouTube playlist has like songs that are super loud and then songs that are like super quiet. So let me clear this and then let me get the audio going. 1 second. What is it? Ah, it's stop. Okay. All right, let me get this one playing. Man, it is hard to multitask with a stream on. Okay. Let's get audio going, and then we should be good to go. Cool. All right. So this is a story that actually starts in Earth. On Earth. I'm an idiot. Getting the jitters out of the way. All right. So it is June 2022. So a little bit into the future. But for 2 of our party members, 3 of our party members, let me get the video back on. 3 of our party members right now, Josh, Alex, and Nader. You guys actually got an invite from me for my apartment warming party. I just moved to a new apartment, and I'm throwing a party. Currently, I threw the invite out to you guys. It is the day of, and you guys have all driven over to my place in my apartment, and I'm about to pick you guys up from, let you guys into my apartment. So you see me, as you guys all are waiting in the parking garage. You see me climb out the stairs. Yo, what up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Doing good. Ready for the night?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, let me show you my new place. So, we lead them through the elevator. You can kind of already see. It's a pretty new place. So I just got this. I have a roommate, but he's gone. I think he's getting more drinks. So I think you guys are the first ones here.
All right. Well, what have you got to drink?
I'm petting Momo.
Oh, you're petting Momo? Okay, so
Mhm.
Nader, as we open the door and go into our apartment, you kind of see an average size 2-bedroom apartment, about 1,000 square feet. You can kind of see it's pretty new. All the furnishings and tabletops are new. Smells pretty like kind of like a normal apartment. Nothing too crazy. There's drinks kind of lined up everywhere. The cat is just kind of sitting there, staring at Nader as he goes to pet it.
Momo!
Nader, throw me a d20 real quick.
1 second. Oh, where are my dice?
It's at the bottom right. You can see on Foundry. There's like
I'm
some
not on
dice.
Foundry.
Oh,
If you trust me, I got actual dice.
sure. Give me a d20 roll.
D20?
He's like
Yeah.
D20.
7.
7. As you
Yeah.
try to reach for Momo, he starts biting. He starts nibbling at your fingers.
I don't do
That's
anything. I
realistic.
keep on going.
Give me another d20.
Oh man. 7 again.
7 again. All right. This time he starts clawing you, and then you can feel the pain as he kind of breaks your skin, or he cuts
Dang
through
it,
your skin.
Momo.
Yeah, that would happen. That would
That
totally
will
happen.
definitely happen. Yes, it would.
Yeah, you're bleeding just a little bit.
It's fine.
You guys actually already see Anthony, my friend. He's here, but actually not Anthony the player. It's Anthony the NPC. Don't get it mixed up. So he's here, and you can also see Melvin here too.
Okay.
Yep, they already have drinks in their hands. Hey, here. I offer you guys some beer. You guys can go check out the place. Nothing too crazy. We still have some setup going on, so it's a little bit empty, but it's fine. We have like just the 2 couches. We have some extra chairs. I think you guys are pretty early, so we'll just wait until more people. We have some cards and some music going. You can hear whatever the number 1 song in June of 2022 is.
It's actually Friday. Just like it came back and everybody loves it for some reason.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see my PC setup. I kind of show you my room. It kind of has the same setup that you guys see here. 3 monitors. Cat tower in the back. Bed. It's pretty chill. Roommate store is kind of closed. So what have you guys been up to? I've not seen you guys in a while. I think Josh,
Working.
last time was the wedding?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Damn.
Well, I just won a 5K playing Modern, so a lot of Magic the Gathering.
Badass.
Gotta will it into existence.
As you finish saying that, you hear like a slight, or you feel and hear a slight rumble across the apartment. And then the light starts to flicker just a little bit, just like one time.
Nope.
Did you guys feel that?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
feel a thing. Keep chugging.
I'm not sure if that
You
was
think-
just our apartment or was that a mini earthquake? And then I start scrolling on my phone. You hear Melvin. He's kind of freaked out right now. Anthony, you're on your phone again too.
Do we see Momo anywhere?
Momo freaked out and just bolted across the room.
All right, I'm putting my money on Earthquake. Freak the cat out.
As I flip through, like on my phone, it doesn't say anything about an earthquake. How delayed is Twitter? And I keep on scrolling on it, and I start walking by. Looks like everything's good now, though. That was weird. That's the first earthquake in North Carolina in like forever.
What are you talking about? There was an earthquake like a year ago. I know because it knocked. I have a little lamp in my living room, and it like knocked the shade off. It
What?
took me.
There was an
See, I didn't know there was an earthquake.
Oh, dude, there was an earthquake last year. I
Yeah,
remember that.
I did sleep through it, but it did happen.
Huh. And then you see Melvin just look up. It's like, are we sure it's good? Hear Melvin say.
I mean, if it's good, we're good. If it's bad, what can we do about it?
True.
Stand in a door frame?
Is that a good thing?
I mean, is there
Yeah.
an earthquake right now?
Yeah. I
Nah.
used to live in Nevada, so if I had to know what to do about earthquakes, and that's their advice, is get away from windows and stand in door frames. They're the most structurally sound part of a building.
As we look through the window of our door, of our big apartment, the big window that's on the apartment.
Big glass pane.
Big glass
under
window.
Something heavy.
I kind of,
Okay, this is good too.
you see me kind of go through and then open the patio door, and then I look outside. I keep the door open so everybody can see, but everything looks normal. Alright, that's weird. I guess we'll just party on. So it takes about 20 more minutes, but you know, everybody that you start to know gets here. My roommate gets here, Marcus, he gets here with a couple other people. So the party's starting to go. There's about maybe 20 people tops in a kind of pretty cramped apartment, but most people are just hanging by the kitchen. Some people are in the living room area playing some card games like King's Cup and stuff like that. And then you kind of see out of the corner of your eye, all you guys, outside through the window, you see something bright flash in the distance.
Okay.
And then kind of everybody at the party notices it too. And then everybody starts crowding around the window. What do you guys do?
I stay away from the window. I go to the bathroom because I'm like, oh, Russia's done it. There's a strike. Nuclear winter time. Get your jackets.
All right, Nader just scurries over to the bathroom.
I am going to follow Nader, but I will make sure to at least bring a bottle of liquor with me, because if I'm going out in a nuclear explosion, I'm not doing it sober, damn it.
I'm going to grab a bottle as well on my way. That's a good idea.
And then Josh,
Well,
what do you do?
there's not much we could fucking do, is there? We might as well get a good look at it.
All right, so Josh,
We
you
gotta
run
fucking
over.
Smoke.
You see, I notice both Alex and Josh going to the bathroom. I'm kind of torn, so I pull Anthony and Melvin over. It's like, hey guys, what are they doing in the bathroom? And then I start walking over. Anthony and Melvin start following mine too. As the flash kind of dissipates a little, as we start walking away, actually, a big sound wave hits and breaks all the glass in the window. Josh, give me just a d20.
Okay. Bear with me.
As you're the closest to the window here.
That's a D8. Okay. Give me a second. 1 second.
On the bottom right, there should be on Foundry. There
That
should
should
be.
be
Oh,
it.
there we go. 15. All right. So the majority of the glass, as it shatters, doesn't really hit you. You kind of use your arm to cover at any of the kind of important parts. But
dude,
a couple glass pieces do hit you in the arm. And then you notice, because you're one of the various people crowded around the window, a very bright flash coming very fast at you.
Oh shit, get down!
And that is the last thing all of us hear. So we'll take it to Canada, actually, where we have Anthony's character. So Vincent, what are you up to on this fine June Canadian morning or afternoon?
Just
Evening?
Going
Evening.
out in a boat. Probably going to my usual wooded area to survey the night sky if it is evening time.
Okay.
Made sure to feed the pet turtle before I left, and I stop at Timmy's on the way before I get to park my car and get a twofer.
As you pass by a mirror, what do you see?
You see a pretty ginger-looking Canadian guy. Has a beard about the size, a little bit fuller and longer than my current beard. Short red hair, freckles, and if you pay close attention, you'll see some sleeves of tattoos on both his arms, making up constellations. Some of his favorites, you see Orion and the classics, the Dippers and all that.
Oh man, this guy's super cool.
Yeah.
God, he's so
And,
cool.
So
Yeah.
cool.
But no one else is around in his house, to his knowledge. And so he grabs his keys by the door and plans on going to Timmy's.
As you're about to reach for your keys, you feel a rumbling around you.
Oh, what?
Places of some photo frames around your house start to fall down. Some items are shaking. The cabinet you can hear just rumble just a little bit, and then it subsides.
All right. I check on little Arlo, and I'm like, all right, he's all right. I don't know what that was, but maybe. I mean, we've gotten earthquakes before, so it can't be too bad. I'll make sure to listen to the radio as I'm driving to see if they have any reports about it, but I'm not too bothered by it.
Is Vincent Jones a juicer? Is he Quebec? Is he from Quebec?
Sure, we'll see.
Alright, he's a juicer. Alright. You're driving down the highway. You don't really notice anything off. Seems like nobody's kind of reacting to any of that at all. Anything you hear on the radio as you kind of flip through all the channels, you don't hear any talks about an earthquake or anything.
That's a little odd. Usually they would at least put something on the radio if like, some sort of report, but again, it wasn't too like big of an earthquake, so I guess we're fine. And I'll then change the channel to listen to any hockey game that's on. Gotta see if our Canucks are winning.
Canadian.
Can somebody confirm that there's hockey in June?
Wouldn't there be?
There's hockey all the time.
I don't know.
I'm also not
Sure,
sure.
I forgot it's June right now.
Are the Canucks a Quebec team?
I have no idea. I didn't know.
To
it was
be
Quebec.
fair, somebody from North Carolina could be a fan of the Cowboys, and that is
Yeah.
revolting, but
Okay.
We have a
Okay.
year-long hockey team, don't we? Don't we have a hockey arena?
Well, we do have Coach. Too bad he's not here, so.
I don't actually. Anthony knows shit about hockey. bear in mind, I'm trying my best over here.
All right. So you finish your drive and you get out of your car. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna. I have like a little. In the back of my car, I have like a little telescope, and I'm gonna take it to this kind of opening in these woods, to survey the night sky and like chart star patterns and stuff. Nothing too fancy.
Okay. It takes you a couple minutes to set it up. You're kind of in this. You're at the kind of very close. You're at very close to the evening. It's about to get real dark. You get your telescope set up, and then you start looking through it just to kind of test it. You're kind of in this big open field. It's pretty grassy. There's some bugs around. You can hear them kind of chirp in the distance. But you do see something that's off. Give me a d20.
All right. Oh, so close to nat 20.
That was very close. So, as you're looking, you notice something slightly off. The brightest star is not the North Star. It's not. You can see the North Star actually, but you see something else that's very bright.
What is that? I'll keep inspecting it. Obviously, if it's like starting to hurt my eyes, I'll kind of like blink and adjust and
Sure.
try to figure out what it is. Does it look like a star?
You can see it's kind of like a flash of light. It kind of looks like a star. But you notice after watching it for about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, it's getting larger
Oh shit.
and larger.
I quickly gather as my telescope don't even like pack it away, and I make a run for my car.
All right, as you kind of hastily retreat to your car, you can now, without your telescope, you can now view it.
Yeah. This is maybe some sort of meteor or something. I need to get out of the Blast zone. What the hell is this?
As you kind of get in your car and then turn on the car, you notice it is incredibly big now. It is about the size of the sun, and it's going fast.
What the? Well, I don't even know how I would react to this. We're doomed. I'll just take one last look at the other side of the sky and see what the afterlife has to bring.
At this point in time, it was about to get to evening. It was getting pretty dark outside. It is now very bright. It's almost like it's daytime now. And then with that one last kind of look to the other side, your vision goes blank. And all four of you wake up laying on what feels like a stone surface that's on the ground. It feels like you're all laying on like cold stone.
Which religion was Mike?
You hear me. You actually hear me, Richard. Guys. And I start shaking you. And then I start shaking kind of the closest person. And that's actually Anthony and Melvin. They're both here. I asked them, who the fuck are those guys?
I don't fucking know.
What is this?
That one sort of looks like John.
He's a little bit shorter. What I see what looks like an owl of some type, a dwarf, and a gnome. And you see Melvin kind of just freak out a little bit, and then he starts shaking. As you guys all open your eyes, he starts shaking me. We're not alone here, he says, and we all look up. So, Alex, you open your eyes and you feel a little bit warmer than usual.
All right, I'm gonna go rub my eyes and then immediately become concerned, looking at my hands. I was like, what? Who? What? Who? Why am I? What? Just generally very confused at things, making a lot of hooting noises.
Yeah, a lot more feathers than you're used to. And then as you kind of start blinking, you're kind of blinking in a way that you're not used to either.
What? Melvin? Bam? Nader?
Who are you?
Nader?
As I kind of point.
What do you mean? It's me. What do you mean, who am I? Where are we?
Yo, Nader, what is that thing? What is that thing? Why is it talking? Why does it know our names?
That's a talking
No
owl.
idea, but I don't know what you put in those drinks, but this is a weird trip.
And then Josh,
So,
yeah,
are they understanding the words
Yeah.
coming out of my mouth?
yeah. NPC me.
I'd be a little too freaked out at the thought of a massive bird. Like, this is the biggest bird I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Well, Josh, you're actually next to said bird.
Yeah, and I somehow feel a lot smaller. Like this bird is larger than me. What? And then I start looking at myself, and I'm like, I never had a beard before, and I have a beard down to my chest.
And
So
then
I'm confused.
Vincent, you're also a lot shorter than you're used to.
Who the hell are you guys? Did you guys? What happened? That we had that bright flash, and now we're all here. What the?
As
Are the
we start,
elves in heaven.
as you guys start talking,
Weird.
as you guys kind of start conversing with yourselves, Melvin kind of, guys, and then he looks over. Everybody kind of notices now too. It looks like we're in a church. It's like a grandiose church, with kind of, there's no seating around. It looks like there are candles kind of left, right, center, placed kind of everywhere, all at once, just to kind of light up the place. And you notice for the first time now, in all your confusion, you're actually surrounded by people. And it's a lot of people. and they look like they're in robes. Long, flowing silk robes, red and black, predominantly red, with black sashes and black outlines.
Are we in robes?
You guys are not in robes. You guys are, you're in what looks
Are we
like
naked?
adventurer clothing.
Oh, okay.
But you notice that myself, Nader, Melvin, and Anthony are in our regular clothes.
Okay.
And then you hear, we might have summoned too much. Off 2 of them. And then you see what looked like guards, medieval guards, with steel helms, kind of the same red and black robes, but they have actually like kind of a center chest piece, and halberds. They go up and they stab 2 times at Melvin, cutting right through him.
Holy shit.
And then Anthony, your NPC, starts freaking out, and then a person with a sword stabs right through his neck. Good.
I'm
That is the perfect number. You hear as an old man, kind of with like the most gold on his robes.
That was fucked up.
gonna be like, whoa,
You just
whoa,
killed the
whoa,
only colored
whoa.
person in here. Oh, I see how it is. All right, this is one of those places.
whoa. Okay. How about no more stabbing until you tell us what's going on?
Bound them. And then you see more guards kind of flood in and then shackle all of us. So you get kind of shackled with your, I guess, claws?
I have hands.
Oh, hands? Yeah, okay. You get shackled with your hands. Everybody's kind of shackled in kind of a single form line.
Are we shackled together?
Yeah, we're shackled together.
Hmm.
It's like, and then you see the same old man with the gold and red robes. You guys don't know what you're meant for, but it's fine. Because you'll serve the greater purpose. And then he claps his hand, and the guards in the front starts yanking us. So currently it's myself, Nader, Owl Alex, Gnome Josh, and Vincent Jones, who's a dwarf. Just kind of being chugged along. You can kind of, we're now starting to pick up scent. It smells very dusty, and it smells like a spice garden. This church. You can also smell the incense and kind of the candle and the smoke. It's kind of really clogging your nose right now. As they kind of approach to the main entrance, that's a huge door, huge wooden door. You can kind of tell that this is very much a medieval church. As they open the gates to the front door, a ray of light shines in. After kind of getting used to the sunlight, you start hearing voices. A crowd. And you start seeing a whole bunch of people lined up to your left and right as we kind of get pulled single file line down out of the entrance to the church. You look around, there's thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in a line that forms all the way down to the front gate of what looks like a castle. And now you're noticing the rest of the scenery. You're noticing medieval buildings. It's like you're in a castle some type. There's fortifications. There are like shanties and rooms. And everybody is dressed like they're peasantry. Like they're just at a Ren Fair festival. And they start applauding. Woo! And as we're kind of being paraded down the kind of walkway that they formed for us, fruit start being thrown at us. And then you can see the kind of the people that are throwing it. They look like peasants, and they're just laughing. And you see, there's no healthcare like in Canada, Vincent Jones. They all look like they're in a pretty bad shape, but you can all see what looks like a red and black dragon that's adorned on each of their kind of peasantry garb. And then you can see some nobles too in the further distance watching on. And then all you can see is this red and black dragon that's on everything.
Is this rotten fruit that's being thrown at us, or is this a celebration?
It's a mixture. It's they're throwing it like right at you. So as we're kind of walking through left right, a tomato gets thrown and hits Jax in the face, or it hits Josh in the face.
Oh wow.
You get a head of lettuce thrown right at you. It kind of barely misses, but pieces of the lettuce kind of fly through, and you can notice there's some bugs on them.
Oh, nice.
But they all sound like they're celebrating.
So I'm gonna lean forward and be like, "Fam, what is going on? What happened?"
Dude, I don't know. Nader, wait, who are you? How do you know my name?
It's me. It's Alex. Apparently, I'm an owl now.
What?
Do you think I know?
And
At least you're still you.
You all know each other?
who? Wait, you don't
do
know
we
us?
Not know you?
No.
I thought this was like, you know, Brandon or something.
Is this not just a dream? Like, surely
No.
I'm gonna wake up any second.
Wait, then who are you? And then as we're having this conversation, one of the guards looks over and then pokes me right at the end with a stick with the back of his polearm.
I would do what they say. They just straight murdered Melvin back there. So I think we should listen.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. Dude, this can't be real. This can't be real. As they kind of
That's what
chug
I'm
us
saying.
through the line. I just witnessed Anthony and Melvin get killed. Like, what? As we kind of chug down the line. Nate, are you there?
Staring off into the distance, like, I blame all of y'all for the times we partied together. We're in hell and we're surrounded by Britons.
Fair point. It takes a while for us to kind of go down this path all the way to the gate. About 30, 40 minutes. Just to kind of get from where that church was all the way to the gates. But this is kind of where the crowd starts to rush over and then see as they left. And they start waving at us and laughing. As we're going through kind of what looks like a fortification. Like a front gate of a castle. You can see guards left, right, and center. Just guarding that one gate. We cross through. And some of them are kind of laughing at us. Some of them are crying. But there's just a mixture. And you can see that they all look medieval. And they all look like they're wearing this red and black attire. That's just so common around here. Some of the clergymen follow. But most of the guards kind of drop. Now we see past the gates what looks like different clergymen. These ones have chains around their necks
Oh shit.
with the robes. Some of them have weapons. Like one of them looks like they have a crossbow, another one with a sword. There's about 30 of them. But you notice they all have kind of a necklace with a vial of some red liquid and that black and white dragon wrapped around. Is it time, Father? You hear one of them say. Bring him to the sacrificial circle. It's your duty now.
Okay. I don't like
Nope.
the word sacrificial.
Wait, guys.
No, wait. Team meeting. We need a team meeting.
You see one of the guards yanks on your chain and then kicks you to the ground.
Is there a rock or something nearby? I want to try and bang my chains to see if I can like just break them open.
Yeah, there are a couple rocks nearby.
All right, I'm gonna start trying to smash my cuffs into the chain, see if I can break through it and get out of this.
All right, as you reach for a rock, you see one of the guards just takes a bat at you, kind of like an old big rod of wood, and just smacks you across the face. You're definitely feeling it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You fall to the ground and you kind of pull everybody else behind with, or you pull everybody else from the front behind with it. Owl, Alex, I think you need to calm down, man.
Well, excuse me for trying to get out of this. I heard the word sacrificial. I don't want to be anywhere near this shit.
Yeah, fuck this. Fuck
Don't
this
worry
shit.
about this. To be sacrificed, you gotta be a virgin. I think we're fine.
I don't think that applies here, man.
Yeah, I
How
think
do you
that
know?
all of the rules that we had on Earth probably are a little different here, considering I'm a goddamn owl now.
Wait, you said Earth? So you guys are from Earth too, then?
Yeah.
What the?
It's like, get the
Okay.
memo. We are fucked, man.
Yeah,
I
we're all
thought-
kind of screwed here. And
I
then
thought
they start
we all knew
yanking
each
us.
other. This was a dream, but I guess. Oh fuck.
You hear one of the guards, "Hey, no talking!" And we can actually understand these guards, now that we think about it.
Can I insult the guard? At this point, they're gonna put me on a pyre. Can I talk shit?
Talk shit to the guard. What do you say?
I don't want to get hit. Never mind. Fuck that. Because he hits people with shit.
They start pulling us. But you see in the distance, there are some horses with cages on them.
On them, or that they're dragging?
Yeah, they're dragging.
cages on?
They're dragging cages. Sorry.
So I'm gonna.
The guards start
Hey.
pulling us towards those horses.
Oh,
I
I don't
turn to
like
one of the
this at
guards.
all.
Do we get a choice of how we get sacrificed?
He looks
Are
at you.
there options?
He looks at you. He looks kind of like a middle-aged man, about 30-ish. Kind of has like a goatee going on. And then kind of like some long mutton chops, black hair. You know what? For you, yeah, you get to decide. Don't worry, we have plenty of toys.
Can I make a pickpocket roll? To-
Yeah, give me. Okay. Give me yeah, give me a pickpocket.
what
Are your
roll?
hands
should I do?
tied?
Sleight of
Sleight
hand.
of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand. Give me it with Jax's stats, with your gnome stats.
My sleight of hand is +4.
So you can actually click on your character and then go to skills and then sleight of hand, and then you should be able to. There should be like a pop-up that pops up. A pop-up
Okay.
that pops up,
Sleight of hand.
and it should show up in the chat window, and then you can kind of click roll. With it's just
Okay.
normal, no advantage. No advantage and nothing.
Trying to do it. Beyond 20. Okay. It said 18. I want to make sure this is official. I want it to show up.
Yeah, you got to click on the plugin first.
The plugin.
Yeah,
okay.
did you install the plugin?
Yeah, the plugin's installed. The D20 plugin.
Yeah, so click the plugin, then click on your D&D Beyond.
Like a red button you can press. It's like a dice.
Yeah.
Oh, use digital dice. Cool.
Yep. You can do in the if you click on your character in Foundry, you can do skills, and then you can do sleight of hand.
So okay, cool. So it shows my whole thing.
Yeah, it kind of shows all the items you have. I'm not sure what you're looking
My
at. though.
apologies, guys. I've never used this before.
Yeah, there'll be growing
Sleight
pains.
of hand.
Yeah, if you just click on your character,
Normal?
yeah, there should. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Looks like 15. Got it. You're trying to pick kind of the closest guard's pocket.
Okay.
All right. As you kind of reach over there, you
For a
do
key.
bump into him, and then you do grab something. You put it in the palm of your hand.
Can I use a perception score to kind of figure out what it is?
No, you can just. You don't need to use perception. You can just take a look at it.
Oh, well, I look at it.
Oh yeah.
I sneak a look.
You see what looks like a copper coin of some type,
Shit.
It looks very kind of. It's not a perfect circle. It's trying to be a circle. But you see one copper coin just sitting there in your hand. It's pretty hefty.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have pockets, right? I might as well hold on to it.
Yeah. You're in your venture clothes, so yeah, you got pockets.
Okay, great.
All right. So we've gotten to the point where we're kind of by these horse-drawn cage carriages that are carrying these cages. Jax, Vincent, and Spike go into one cage, while myself and Nader go into the other cage. And there's 2 horses. Or 2, so it's 4 horses total, 2 cages. And then as you start trotting along, myself and Nader's cage goes a little bit faster than yours, so it's just you 3.
Wait, no. Why are you splitting up? Why are they splitting us up? Where are they going? Why aren't we going with them?
Weren't they wearing clothes back like we would on Earth? And we're in this. Now, Nader and Richard looked like Nader and Richard, right?
Yes.
Like
We look exactly like what we do now. Like I look exactly like now.
about you guys,
You guys
but
are screwed.
I didn't look like this back on Earth, and I'm assuming you weren't an owl on Earth.
No, wasn't an elf. Good observation. Thank you.
So, what are your names again?
Josh.
You're Josh?
Yes.
All right, nice to meet you. I'm Vincent.
All right, Vincent.
And-
I'm Spike.
I'm pretty sure I thought I heard that Richard guy call you Alex, but
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Spike's a nickname. He was a work friend, so he called me Alex at work because we were from work. That's not really important. Let's focus on the cage and the horse situation.
well, I think we kind of do what they say. Did you not see them murder 2 of those people you guys supposedly knew?
Oh, did see that. Also got clubbed in the face.
We
I also
have
heard.
we have a lot of gear on us all of a sudden. What do you guys even have?
You just have
now?
your, you just have your regular stuff, not your. You don't have any equipment right now.
No
Like, just
weapons.
clothes
No,
on
no
your
weapons,
back.
just clothes on your back,
Okay, cool.
just for the time being.
I'm still hoping I wake up from all this, to be honest with you. I gotta get back home to my pet turtle. I don't know what happened to him.
Your turtle's gone, bro. We just died due to a nuclear explosion. The world just ended.
Do you think that's what that was? I saw a huge light heading my way when I was out just surveying the night sky like I usually do. But I don't.
mean-
Did you see some kind of impact? What did you see?
The light got very close and it made the night sky bright, and then next thing I knew, I was blinded and I woke up here. So
Yeah, but you're Canadian. I'm just guessing, right?
yes, I'm Canadian.
How did he
Well-
see what we saw?
Yeah. So
This
we wouldn't
thing-
see-
Whatever it was, it looked about the size of the sun, and I've never been right next to the sun. So
What the fuck happened?
Well,
maybe a
we
huge
thought we were
comet.
getting nuked.
We thought we
But
were
why
getting
would-
nuked.
Why? I mean, why would Russia nuke Canada? I mean, maybe they just missed. We saw.
Why would
confident
Russia
they were.
nuke North Carolina?
It came from it came from space. This thing.
Oh shit.
I mean, like I said, I was out there surveying the sky, and it caught my eye because usually, the North Star is the brightest in the sky, and this was instead, and it came quick. It was about the size of a star when I first saw it, and then it came all the way and impacted the planet. Now, my only question is, how did a group of people who all knew each other and a Canadian all end up together? What happened to the rest of the people?
From what it sounds like,
We were at a party and there were a lot
Yeah.
of people with us, so I don't know where they ended up. I'd only got some of us. Well, Nader, he was next to me, so that kind of.
why
makes
was
sense a little
Nader normal and we're transformed? I'm not even black anymore.
That is odd. I've remained relatively similar. I mean, I'm shorter. I still am ginger, it seems. Beard's longer, I can feel that. Looks
I
like
also
my
am now just
tattoos
realizing
changed.
that I'm an owl and quickly try to discreetly look at my pants. Like, wait, do I have a cloaca now?
Dude, what the fuck?
Is it? I don't
Get in
know,
your
man.
corner.
I don't know. It's concerning. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
It seems like you got the short end of the stick. At least we're, at least humanoid. I mean,
Well,
you're like a human owl, which is just a little odd.
Well, maybe I can fly. Wait,
I-
maybe I can fly. Why
you
didn't I
have
fly
wings.
away? Oh, I wonder if I can fly.
I mean, you're bound just like the rest of us.
Except you're bound around your wings. That's gotta fucking hurt.
Well, yeah. Well, they don't exactly make manacles for comfort, now, do they?
I don't think
No.
they do.
Well, they
The
do,
fuzzy,
but
the
they
fuzzy
turn,
pink dice ones.
Yeah, those are used in a different
Oh,
place.
great. We have fetish shit on. Great. Awesome.
I'm assuming the carriage is moving. Like you
Yeah.
said, your carriage is well ahead.
Yeah, our carriage is just fucking zooming by. But your carriage is a little bit slower. You can still see us in the far distance, but it's about.
Can we speak to the driver?
Yep. You notice there's 2 drivers and what looks like, or 1 driver and what looks like a guard. And the
Can I
guard's
ask him a
keeping a
question?
keen eye on you guys.
It's like, okay, I want to ask the guard a question.
Sure.
He's like, okay. I say, hey, officer, please. I just want to know what we are sacrificing ourselves for.
If I tell you that, where's the fun? You'll see.
You can go fuck yourself. And I throw the coin at the back of his head.
Why do you have money? Oh, whatever. Okay, new working theory. I'm an owl now. Maybe I'm strong. I just turn to the nearest bars and I want to try and just like yank the bars apart.
Give
Oh,
me
no.
a strength check.
Naturally strong?
No.
Our owl class,
Yeah.
is the owl class have a strength bonus?
It's a
Do
minus.
Don't they have hollow
This is a
bones?
-1. You start kind of pulling on the bars. It's not steel. It's like iron bars. So it's a little bit weaker than what you're used to, but yeah, they're not budging. You
You
start.
know, cage birds, right?
You start. You hear the guard. So this is what you guys are doing. And then he starts chuckling himself and looks forward again.
Oh, well, he doesn't give a shit if we try to break out. How about we use friction, maybe, and like rub our chains against each other?
I was saying, like, that's not what your girlfriend said last night.
Okay, well, maybe we not jump to insulting hypothetical girlfriends and instead maybe go with the ideas guy here trying to get us out. Let's also, for the record, I'm still little baby bitch in this body. I was not strong before, still I'm not strong. So that theory's out the window. Sorry.
So you guys start
Do
trying
we
to rubbing
have-
your chains against each other.
I have.
I mean, I'm offering it
spells,
if anyone
don't I?
wants to.
For this session, no
No.
spells.
Okay.
We don't
Okay,
know
no
shit
worries.
about our
No
magic
spells, no
or
equipment
stuff.
yet. Until
Damn.
the very end. Because you
Okay,
guys just
so
got
I'm
you guys just died and got ISEKAI'D, so.
All right, I'm going to suggest instead of trying to rub our chains against each other, what we do is we take our chains, take a loop of them, throw them outside, and then kind of wrap it around on the
The
outside.
wheel?
Not the wheel, but like the bars, and see if we can like pull our chains to bend the bars in a little bit, maybe.
But we're caged
Mhm.
in, though.
Well,
Like, we have a
can bend some
roof
of the
over
bars,
us, don't
maybe
we?
we can get out.
Yeah, the bars have maybe like a 3-inch gap in between them. The cage itself is about. Sorry,
I just don't know.
it's
Oh,
about
I
like
got it,
7 feet by 6 feet.
I got what you're saying now, Spike. Okay, we could try that.
If we
If we
pull
have
hard
enough-
enough.
Yeah. Are you gonna help us?
Maybe you guys all got stronger. I don't know. I
Dude,
presume
I am
that-
an old. I don't know what
One
the
of you
fuck.
three
I
give
feel
me a perception
tired.
check.
My perception is pretty high. I'll roll.
Sure. surprised the owl wasn't. All right.
Perception is a wisdom stat.
Oh,
It is wisdom. All right. You notice around you, it's starting to get. You notice at the beginning of the strip, it was kind of more, kind of like a couple of buildings, some housing kind of there. But now you're fully in the woods.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like you're following a path that's kind of set in the woods.
Here's an idea. We could rock this thing if we keep running back and forth together. Are there any other prisoners in here with us?
Nope, just you three.
Damn it!
It's a solid theory. Do we not want to try Alex's first, though?
Yeah, let's try Alex's.
All right. You two get on that end, and I will pull on this end.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna try and leverage the chains to see if we can pull between the three of us. And,
Dude, I am a gnome. Am I skinny enough to get through the bars?
No, not skinny enough.
Damn.
All right, you guys are trying that?
Yeah.
Just
Walking.
give me either two. You guys give me a d20 roll, or one of you guys give me that advantage. Doesn't matter who.
Okay.
No strength or anything.
14 for.
Oh, roll the other one.
All right,
Go for it.
who's lucky? Oh, all right.
Nice.
So as
Okay.
you as you start kind of hitting your chain or throwing your chain through it, try to kind of use the friction to kind of break it. The chains are kind of budged there now. They're kind of just stuck in the gap in between.
Oh, awesome.
You guys have a little bit less space now. As you guys are kind of pulled closer to the edge, and then you see the guard look over. You see the guard look over, and then you just hear him burst out laughing, the ugliest laugh you ever heard in your life. It's like, he starts coughing a little bit. Oh, you guys are idiots! Oh, whoa! You guys are the dumbest sacrifices I've ever had to escort. Whew.
Oh, so there's more than one sacrifice.
They do this often.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to laugh from up on the horse. Why don't you come in here and say that to our faces, huh?
He pulls out a sword and just kind of starts waving at you. Little man, little birdman, can't even fly away.
Overcompensation.
Do we see this, you and I, fam?
No, me and you, we are just chilling in our carriage. We're looking back. We do see him kind of stand up and like point a sword. You hear? I mean, I say to you, I guess they're not fans of Alex and Josh, huh?
Who is? Who is?
Okay, rude.
You guys sit back like slaves while we struggle.
So yeah, you guys are like, the slack that they gave you was about like 1.5 feet, but now you guys are kind of like 6 inches away, like being pulled closer towards it.
Whenever the guard like talks back to us, is he actually like looking back at us?
Yeah,
like,
he's looking back.
I have an idea. We can keep trying to insult him or get his attention and have him look back at us. I am trying to whisper this as much as I can to these two, and maybe he'll veer off course and crash. It's better than being sacrificed.
It's funny that you say that, but as you say that, you do hear in the background behind you, about sounds like trough. Now you're seeing about 10 of these horseback riders coming towards you, and you notice it's those same people with the robes and the chain. And then you notice that there's about 10 or so of them on horseback. And then as they kind of approach your carriage, they kind of surround your carriage, and then your carriage starts to speed up and catch up to the first carriage. So there's now about 10 or so riders just surrounding the carriage. And they all look like they have different pieces of weaponry. Like one has like a mace, another has a spear, another has what looks like 2 daggers attached to him.
Wonder why they got all the mountings out, eh?
As your carriage kind of pulls over next to us, I look over. My NPC looks over. What did you guys do?
Well, we were trying to escape, unlike you guys.
We're processing the deaths of Melvin and Anthony.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're gonna be
Pour
processing.
one out for him.
Yeah, I'll take care of that later when I'm not trying to process my own death. Again, you hear the sacrifice part of this?
Well, we might have a chance to run after we get there, and then I kind of lift up the chains like, we're not getting out of these.
So just chill, save your energy, and just go along for the ride.
Look, in my eyes, we died once already, so this is just a second death, to be honest.
I'm not dying twice. I ain't going out like that twice.
Plus, we might be tripping at Fam's place right now. You don't know that?
Dude, you think
Man,
that...
I've done drugs. I know that they don't feel like this.
You think that that first earthquake like let out some methane gas or something? We're just like really fucked up right now.
We didn't smell any rotten eggs. We didn't smell any farts before we died.
You guys
I don't
also
think so.
felt an earthquake. Okay, so the earthquake is related to the big flash.
There was nothing on my phone about an earthquake though.
There was nothing on our station either. And I don't know where you all live, but I have to be a good while from.
Yeah, we were in North Carolina, and he was somewhere in Canada, so we were.
Why'd you have to be Canadian?
Why wasn't he like Japanese or anything?
Yeah,
That's
why
so-
a Canadian?
Why is he Canadian?
What the fuck, God?
Huh.
What's wrong with Canadians, eh?
Also, did you guys notice that we can understand everybody here?
Yeah, I noticed that shit too.
I mean, they could all just be speaking English.
Well, if we had a Japanese guy, this would probably help. If we could understand him, then we'd be like, oh, we have like some translator bug in our like from that one movie.
Do any of you know another language? You could speak to these guards and see if they understand what you're saying.
I try to speak with them in Vietnamese.
Did they understand you?
You look
I
at,
didn't.
you see the guard. You see me speaking like some Vietnamese, and you see the guard look at him and just like spit at me.
What did you call him?
I just said he's ugly.
Well,
So
I
do you
didn't think he was
understood
gonna
you?
understand. I'm gonna be honest. And I swiped
look, if he's gonna start spitting bodily fluids at people, I'm gonna walk up behind
you guys
him
also
and
understood
piss
me
on
when I
his
said
back.
this. You thought I was speaking English, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Huh. That
Yeah,
sounded
it's-
like English to me, but
That was Vietnamese.
Sounds like you called him ugly.
That is what. How'd you guys know?
It's what you said. You
To
called him ugly.
yeah.
Huh.
It was in broken English, though.
I start speaking Vietnamese, and it's just. Do you guys understand this?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, just kidding. All right, in my head, I'm speaking a different language.
It's not what's coming out.
Huh.
Okay, so
I
there's some-
wonder if we start screaming in gibberish, will it come off as a language?
I mean, honestly, with how you look now, Josh, it seems like that would be the language you speak.
Fuck you, man.
How old is your? How did you get that body? How did you get the owl?
I don't know. I feel extremely tired.
And Vincent, were you always a short?
Not this short, but the rest of me is fairly accurate. I mean, I feel a little stockier than normal, and my hair feels longer, but other than that, I was ginger. I don't know.
Goddamn
Well, I can
Canadians.
confirm that I never had feathers before, so
I don't
Are
understand
you
why.
sure you never had feathers?
I don't
Pretty
understand why
confident.
you guys didn't change though.
Dude, I have no idea. I'm looking myself. Nope. It's all the same.
so
I'm
far
already
most of the
deteriorating.
humanoids we've seen, they looked human, not like elvish or something else, right?
You can't tell, but majority of the when you were like going through with all the peasantry, there was a mix of every race. You could see there were some dwarves, there's some elves. There weren't many owlin, other owls that you saw, but you noticed there were some like lizard folk and what looks like orcs. Looked pretty diverse actually. Yo, is this an isekai?
Well, hey, you know, at
Oh,
least it's
motherfucker.
diverse.
Isekai? Did I seriously get goddamn isekai?
Did we get isekai?
Oh,
What's in this
Explain
isekai?
isekai to me. I don't watch anime.
I also
I'm
do not.
anti-anime.
Wait, how'd you know it's anime then?
I don't watch anime, and it's a specific genre of anime.
I don't know what an anime is. Explain.
Okay, so we died and we're in another world. I mean, look, there's like, he's an owl. You're like a gnome of some type. He looks like a dwarf. There was like some like lizard people, and they didn't come from like the center of the earth.
Oh fuck!
This has to be
Where's
it.
my
Like-
harem?
Are we in Lord of the Rings? I don't understand.
No, they're all owl folk in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, no lizard people either.
I didn't read the books. Maybe you need to read the books and the alpha will come in.
No, they don't. They don't.
It
There are
seems to
eagle
be-
folk though, but they're actual giant eagles.
Yeah, he has
Well, maybe
hands.
it's
It's
like
kind
a
of weird.
baby eagle. I don't know.
Hey, Alice, you could have lucked out and not have hands. Just had the wings.
I mean, I suppose that's true, but who knows, man? Next time I try and eat something that somebody didn't puke out of their mouth, maybe I'm gonna hate it. You know?
Dude, how do you
I
pee?
don't
How,
like
You
being
know
a
a feather ball coming
do you
on?
know how to pee?
Look, man, I tried checking earlier. I don't fully understand the situation down there, so I'm gonna need some privacy at some
He
point.
said cloaca. What the fuck, man?
Is that a country? What is that?
What is that? Explain. Please elaborate.
Yeah, it's,
I'm not going to spend the last few moments of my short owl life explaining my genitalia to you. Deserve some privacy.
It's like privacy is dead. It's dead now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
you're clothed, so that's nice. As we kind of continue this conversation, this trip takes a while. And it's about another hour and a half of us just kind of conversing, kind of trying to understand everything. But it's starting to get dark in this time. So it was about afternoonish when we came out of the church. Right now it's starting to get dark. It's close to the evening. And then they start slowing down a little bit, and you can kind of see we're still in the woods. You kind of see a clearing with some torches. Hey guys, I think we're close. And then you hear the guard on your side. Oh, I really hope you enjoy.
It's like, I'll enjoy your mom.
Good
douche.
one.
Damn.
My mom's a lovely
That's all I
lady.
got. I'm tired. Yeah, I know.
All right. The horses kind of come to a stop, about 100 meters away from all these torchlight. And then the guards and kind of the clergy kind of open the gates and then just start dragging you out. One of the guards takes his one of the the staff of his axe and then knocks the chains back into the cage, just so that you guys have that slack again. And then they start pushing us out of the cages. 5 sacrifices is perfect here.
Man, I already died once. Sucks. I want to die again.
As they kind of start walking us over. Let me activate the scene. Let me
them. I don't think I was supposed to be here.
What would your mom? Go.
I bet you don't even know my name.
Already.
All right.
How were we chosen?
Well, we did just summon you, but we didn't really get a choice. So, and we did summon a little bit too much, so we had to kill those friends of yours. No, not personal.
What kind of sacrifice has too many people, you know?
We have to be very
not know how to
particular about this, and our way to get that not particular. But you are a pretty rowdy bunch, as you kind of hear this cultist.
I'm not.
All right, well, we'll do it then, punk.
Well, I was told by one of my guards, and he points over at Nader. You wanted to have a choice in your death?
Oh yeah. What's our options?
Well, look around. We have this guillotine right here, and he kind of taps at the guillotine that's right next to him. We have the Iron Maiden, and he points over there, and then all the cultists kind of pull us in that direction just to aim and look at the Iron Maiden. If you're feeling real special about it, we do have this extender. We can't just, pull you apart.
Give him a plate of bacon.
And then after we murder you, we throw you onto the square circle.
That's terrible.
And the eyeball judges you.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what? That guillotine looks pretty darn sharp. That'll be terrible. You know what?
Don't worry, and he pats the guillotine. Oh, it's dull. It's gonna take multiple attempts.
You guys are terrible people. You know that, right?
Thank you.
Like, you guys aren't even prepared.
No good people.
It is.
Right, can I
it
watch
is
that
all.
dude and I point to Josh? Can I watch him die first?
Nope, you're the one with the choice. What do you decide?
Blessed.
Punk ass.
You know what? I'm going straight for that guillotine.
All right.
Later.
And then, how deep are those graves?
About 4 feet deep.
Oh, they're
Actually,
not.
6 feet deep.
All right, cool. So when I'm passing by one of them, I'm just gonna dive right into it.
All right.
Nice.
You're being held by two. You're being held by two cultists here.
I mean, I'm a big guy. I should be able to push one of them away.
Give me a strength check
Are
here.
you?
Yeah, I would not necessarily describe you as a big guy. Maybe.
You're gonna get mobbed. You're gonna get manhandled. You better watch out.
Hey. Look. 17?
I just imagine a Nader.
17.
Yeah.
As you kind of try to pull yourself over, you do get kind of 1 foot into the grave, but then they pull you back with the chains.
Yeah, no, that's not happening, dog.
You hear the guy on the stage. What do you think will happen after you go into the pit? What? We're just gonna give up?
Yeah.
Just gonna stop?
Explain this to me. Yeah, actually.
Get him on stage, and they start carrying you on stage.
Oh, whoa! Careful where you're putting those fingers. Now, all right, calm down.
Cop a feel before you go, man.
All right, how about we talk about this? Have you ever heard of the internet or the motor vehicle? Do I have anything in my pockets from my original world?
You kind of feel your pockets. You have your iPhone, or you have your phone. It looks like
Android.
Yeah, you have your Android phone, and then your wallet.
All right. So I'm actually I'm not gonna go down that path. Look. All right. I try to grab out my phone. Look at that. It's on. Look, I could show you how to make one of these, and you could watch
Like
all the
slaps you
cat
out of your
videos.
You
All
see him?
the cat videos.
Blasphemy! That magic is not allowed here, and he slaps that out. It falls to the ground next to you. And then both cultists kind of put you onto the guillotine. What are your last words? And then he looks over to the rest of them. You see?
Oh, last words? I got this. All right, anyway, first of all, I'd like to thank my parents for bringing me into the last world. It wasn't the greatest. I wish they were a little bit wealthier, so it would have been an easier life. You know how it is. I would like to thank
let it fly.
I would like to
Get
thank
rid of him.
Yoko Taro for the games that he's ever created for me. That was pretty good. Elden Ring, I played about 150 hours of that before I died. Shortly before I died,
Boo.
that
You
was
hear
pretty
the
good.
you like see the cult
Anyway,
fanatic.
yep.
You see the cult fanatic just kind of start mouthing with his like hands.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. There was one time I petted a cat.
A
His name was
culti-
Marco, and he did bite me, and he.
Ah, enough. And then a
All
cultist
right.
kicks you in the mouth.
I just like turn around and go, did he seriously just call out Elden Ring in his last words?
Hey,
As
you
you
get
turn around,
pretty
you notice your
good.
head kind of swivels all the
Like
way back
turn
without your body turning around.
All right, I continue talking, even though they won't be able to understand what I'm saying.
It's like, yeah, all right, we can knock him out now. And then the cultist takes his staff and just
Yep.
slaps, like, just slams you over the head. And then you're knocked
about it.
unconscious.
Oh, thank God, that's exactly what I needed. All right, cool. So I won't feel this, hopefully.
All right. As he's doing that, give me all three of you guys. Give me perception checks.
Okay.
We have 8. We have a 13 or 16 or 9,
I'm
16.
still doing mine. There we go.
Yep. 7. Okay.
Oh,
Vincent,
great.
you're
Mhm.
pretty. You have good aptitude with nature. You've kind of been around.
Mhm.
You start hearing shuffling behind you.
I'll kind of discreetly try to look in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. As you look in that direction, you notice out of the corner of your eye, you see what looks like a street thug, like a medieval street thug, and he's holding a bow, and he lets go of it. You start to, all you guys now, and all you guys that have vision here, you see the cultist that had just kicked Nader in the face and knocked him out gets hit right in the shoulder with an arrow. You hear the cult. Oh, we're being attacked! And then he pulls out his dagger. Make sure they stay alive! As he points to you guys. And then out of the
What?
corner of the bushes, start running in. They don't look like they're wearing any type of armor or anything, but they are running in with some street, like peasantry clothes and some kind of leather.
So he shouted that we need to stay alive.
He said
Yeah.
he talked to the cultists. The cultists
Cool.
to keep you guys alive.
I want to take my hands and try and wrap my chain around my neck and then jump into the grave.
Alright.
Ow.
Sure.
They were told to keep me alive. I'm going to make their job as hard as possible.
Give me. Let's go with Dex check.
Can it be acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Let's go acrobatics.
Damn it.
5, 10. Okay. As you kind of try to jump, they pull you back. And then you notice that some of these thugs start to kind of get close. You see one of the cultists that were holding on to me kind of have to let go of me and then start fighting kind of one of the people that have like a dagger. They start coming close. Let's go. Josh, your cultist actually doesn't even listen, and then they both of them let go and then start charging forward.
Oh, great. I'm going to run towards the eyeball.
You're gonna run towards the eyeball? Sure. So, you're free, running towards the eyeball.
Okay, cool.
As you kind of get towards the eyeball, you kind of are you running past it, or you're running it right at it?
Yeah, I'm running around the edge,
Okay.
and I'm going to run into the woods.
As you start running around the edge, you can kind of still hear the eyeball kind of twitching, like,
Oh, God.
and then it looks directly at you,
Ah, shit.
and you are stuck in place, and you're trying to move, but everything starts to get a little bit hazy, and you're just completely frozen in place. You cannot
great.
move.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I would like to try and pivot my plan. and grapple one of the nearby cultists to make stabbing them easier.
Okay. Give me a strength for that one, actually.
Oh, I know it's an athletics check.
Oh, nice. All right. As you do, you see one of the thugs come up, and then you grab this cult, and then you kind of hold him in place, and then you see this one of these thugs, Mace, just slam him right in the chest, and then he pulls out, and then his chest is just riddled with holes, and he falls to the ground dead. And then you, the thug, yell at all three of us. We're here to save you. Get behind us! And then all the cultists kind of start running at these thugs that are fighting. Kind of letting all of us free.
I'll try to grab one with my chains as well and make it easier for the thug.
Same thing, athletics check.
Still chained to each other, right?
No, we're separate.
I think we're in our
own. We're all separate.
Aww.
You try to do the same thing, but the cultist is kind of running forward now. Yeah. Kind of too busy with the fight that's happening as more and more arrows start flying that way. An arrow kind of flies towards the cultist that you're trying to hit, or trying to grab, and then he kind of dodges it, and he also accidentally dodges your way too. But you look like there are no cultists. It's kind of the thugs are kind of closing in. Some arrows are raining down. What do you guys do?
Worked once. I want to do it again. I want to try and grapple another guy to enable stabbing.
Okay. Just for the sake of time, just gonna fast forward a little bit. All right, you missed on that guy as you kind of just try to grab him. But after about kind of a minute or so, kind of a lot of these cultists are falling, and then some of the thugs are falling, but not all of them. As you kind of see, it's turned into a big battle. You start seeing me just start running. And then as I kind of get close towards the eyeball to where Josh is at, Josh, why aren't you moving? And then I stop too.
All right, don't go up. And I'll continue assisting the thugs with the cultists any way I can.
All right. Nader's still knocked out in his guillotine. As you see some thugs just fighting on next to Nader's unconscious body.
Well, now seems like as good a time as any to learn. I want to try flying.
Sure.
So I just give it a little run and jump and start trying to flap my wings.
Aren't you still restrained?
Yeah. Okay. So as he starts to try to fly, you get about you know how far you can jump as a human, Alex. You notice how far you can normally jump. As an owl, you feel like as you start flapping your wings, even though you're chained, you get a little bit you get more air than what you'd be used to as a human. Maybe about a foot more. Your vertical might have increased by about a foot. And then you fall flat to the ground again.
Damn it. Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
The eyeball looks your way, and as you're laying down on the ground, you cannot move a muscle.
Upon seeing him get stuck, also, I'm gonna try to dive into this grave to get out of eyesight of the ball.
Sure, you jump into the grave.
And I'm gonna put my back against this wall.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. As kind of all three of the other members are kind of frozen in place, there's actually nothing they can do to move out of it. The thugs start kind of cleaning up on the cultists, and then you do notice one of them runs over to you. Kind of, hey man! He jumps into the hole. We need to get you guys out of here before more of them come. We do not have enough people to fight this. We can hold it off for now, but there's more coming.
What do we do about them? They're frozen. What happened?
He looks. Just throw something. Let me throw this dagger at it. And then he chucks a dagger over at the eyeball. And then just for a second, Alex, you feel like you can move.
Oh, nice.
But
did I see him roll into the grave successfully?
No, you're actually on the ground. You don't really see much. But for a second, you feel like you move. Vincent, you actually look over and see right before the dagger hits the eyeball, it slams into what looks like a force field. and then bounces off.
Boing.
But Spike, you start to kind of move a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna start trying to stand back up.
All right. As you kind of slowly start to stand back up, the eyeball refocuses on you, and then you freeze in place.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they can move still. I appreciate what you guys are doing, but how do we get out of here without getting stuck like that? And I would offer the help, but I'll hold up my chains. I'm still a little bound here.
Yeah, we'll get you out of there. Okay. Kind of another thug finishes killing a cultist right next to you. And then you hear him say, "Hey, distract that eyeball." And he's like, "Right, boss." Alright, and then he starts running over at the eyeball. And then he freezes in place. But Josh, you're actually free.
Nice.
And then you hear this kind of hooded fella, "Hey, run past the eyeball. Go to the river."
Okay. All right. So I'm zooming out the map, and I'm gonna go straight for the tree line here.
All right, you start booking it. All right, and then he grabs kind of two other thugs. All right, distract the eyeball. And then he pats on your arm. All right, we're gonna go. I'll explain everything as we're running. And then as kind of more thugs kind of get close and they're kind of clobbering at the eyeball, you see me kind of free myself. And then Alex, you're free too.
All right, well, these guys are being helpful, so.
All right, let's go.
I'm out.
You're the kind of guy in the hood. Go, go, go. All right. It takes a couple minutes, but we kind of all start running to the woods. After about 100 yards, you can hear the guy in the hood. Hey, everybody! Come over here. I gotta tell you what's happening. Real quick.
It is dead.
Yeah, you...
Wait, I was left behind? What?
What?
Yeah, you're dead, dog.
No, he's knocked unconscious. No, he's not dead yet.
Okay.
Well, the last thing you saw him was knocked out in the battle.
No, even fix me up like a maiden. I am maiden.
Yeah, you are.
You should have chose the Iron Maiden as your death punishment.
Yeah, we should have
been
gave him
closer
the
to us.
maiden. Yeah, put him in the maiden.
Alright. So, you hear him. My name, Laurent. We're here to free you. You are sacrifices, yes?
That's what we were told.
Alright. This country, not the biggest fan of sacrifices. I'll get your names later, but we gotta get you on these boats. And then you hear him whistle. I actually can't whistle in real life, so you just hear a whistle. And then you see a couple other people kind of start to come out from the bushes. Alright, they'll lead you to the bush. I gotta make sure everybody's good.
Do we get like is there a handshake or a symbol or something? So that we can identify people like you?
He looks. We have a crest. But it's kind of hard to see.
I actually see really well in the dark now, apparently.
Well, you're an owl. You're an owlin. They can't see well in the dark. Anyways, it doesn't matter. And then he hands you what looks like a logo. It looks like
Sigil?
Yeah, sigil. Sorry, I'm an idiot. He hands you a sigil, and you see what looks like two C's overlapping each other.
The letter C or two oceans?
Two C's, like the
Wait.
letter C.
Oh, two C's. Okay.
Two C's, C and C. Look for that symbol, and good luck.
Okay.
What about the chains?
The other, you kind of see like a group of what looks like one elf, kind of another human, a guy that kind of looks like an elephant, and then a minotaur. All right, follow us. As you guys kind of reach towards the river, you kind of start running towards this forest. You hear more combat in front of you. And you kind of start seeing some lights but you're also hearing kind of a gush of a roaring river.
I want to turn to one of the thugs who's nearby me and be like, "Hey, I know how to use a sword. I used a sword in the previous world. Can I have one, please?"
He's like, all right, stay close. I'll give you a sword.
Hell yeah.
And then you see the Minotaur. He comes over. He grabs his battle axe. Everybody, get your chains out. I'll break them out. Yeah. And then he slams his axe onto each of your chains, breaks them free. And he gives you guys, here, grab from this bag. And then it has all your starting equipment. So whatever starting equipment you have. So whatever you grab. So
Ball bearings. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I've got ball bearings now.
It's the quarterstaff.
So he gives you like a short sword, bow, whatever you kind of need.
Okay, so we got all of our gear now.
Yeah.
Do we
Well,
have
not all
spells
of it.
again?
Not all of it. You're gonna gather all your gear later, but you
Okay.
kind of have just your weapon.
All right. I wasn't. By the way, I wasn't lying about that. I fenced in the previous world. Do you guys know how to fight? Do any of you actually know what you're doing?
I know how to stab somebody in the spleen if I have to.
I've hunted, but that's about it. But I think when flight or flight, you know, we kind of have to fight, so we'll make do.
Okay.
As you guys kind of run closer to the light, you kind of hear fighting to your right. They've beat us here. We gotta defend them. Can you guys make it to the boats by yourselves?
Yeah.
Sure. We don't have a choice. We gotta.
Alright. And then you kind of see as they break off, you see about 7, 8 cultists. And they're already fighting a couple people that are kind of defending the beach. You see one person that's kind of by the boats. You hear her yell, "Hey, get over here! Get these boats going! We can't hold them all for too long." And then you guys, I'm gonna position you correctly, are about right here. So I'm just gonna hit initiative for you guys to see who goes.
Are we on a different map now?
Yeah, let me activate it. There you go. Whoops, Arlo does not exist.
Give me his role, please.
Let me kill his character. Boop. Okay. So Spike, you're starting off here. Oh, I guess we don't need, because there's, unless, are you?
Oh, wow.
All right, we'll find out. Spike, you're up. What do you want to do?
He told me to get to the boats, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sprint over to the boats.
All right. If you notice, when you're dragging your character, there's like a color.
Mm-hmm.
So when it turns,
Changes colors.
it changes color based off your movement.
running.
Yep.
Yeah. I already noticed
Oh, I
that.
need to pick the selector, not the ruler.
Yeah.
Oh, nifty.
Yeah. So yellow, green is your regular movement. Yellow is double, and then red is too far.
I can't go there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
if you just
cool.
sprint.
Oh, that's great. So you don't have to look at your sheet every time you want to make a move.
Nope. And then I think if you hold, while you're like dragging your character, if you right click, you can like choose a point.
Oh.
So you can do like some crazy, like that.
Zigzag.
Drawing the S. So yeah. So you sprint all the way to the boat, Alex?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I was messing around.
No worries. Yeah, I'll just throw you back. All right.
Yep, thank you.
That's it for you then. Vincent, what are you up to?
No, I mean, like he said run to the boats, so I'll go my 50 movement speed and help get this boat in the water.
Okay. And then Jax, you're doing the same thing, I would assume?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I'm moving as far as I can.
Also, if you notice in combat, there's kind of like a gamified version down there that you can like cast spell, ready in action, stuff like that. So you can also equip a sword and stuff like that. So from your inventory.
Oh, that's cool.
That's one of the plugins. Running like a lot of plugins. So All right. So Jax, you're kind of running to the boat too.
Yes.
Okay. So you're a little bit off the boat, but all right.
Yep.
So I guess you guys aren't fighting.
No.
All right. The
We're
fight's
told
kind
not
of more atmospheric. So as you're kind of hearing some fighting, I'll just end combat. We don't really need it. Okay. So give me a strength check for the boat. Whoever's helping with kind of boat 1.
I think it's just
Okay.
me and.
I'm also there actually. Oh, who rolled that? Oh, no, that's a strength save. You want a strength check?
Damn it. It's the same number.
Alright.
Still not bad.
So it takes you guys about a couple of seconds to kind of start pushing the boat. You hear the kind of elf in front of you. Hurry up! Kind of as you kind of look over the edge, you hear me say, "Guys, they're not lasting long." And you kind of see one of the thugs fall. And one of the cultists starts running over, but the scout shoots that cultist in the eye. I start kind of running over to go help the other boat. Dwarf Josh, old Josh, help me over here.
To Fam's boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then give me a strength check.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Give me a second here.
Will do.
Check.
Yep.
Strength. Yep. Normal.
Oh, so close to the natural 20.
Damn.
Okay, 13. So you guys kind of start shoving, all 4 of us start shoving the boat closer and closer. The kind of guards are falling. You can start seeing the cultists kind of get closer and closer. Some of them have bows and they're kind of sniping. Spike and Vincent, you actually get your boat to the water as you kind of flip over the boat. You currently only have 1 oar with you.
That's fine. You take the oar. I'll use my quarterstaff to like push against the ground.
All right, we're gonna gondole this bitch. I have faith in you. I should also note, again, very weak in this owl bot. Definitely not how I was before. This is a new thing. I definitely was a little weakling.
We got it to the water. Should we help them before we get in?
You can kind of see myself and Josh kind of get close, so we're not far behind. You have the scout. Get going! And then you notice the cultists are starting to run at... there's not much time left. The cultists are starting to run over.
We hop in with our 1 oar, and I'll do my best with my quarterstaff to help
Alright.
maneuver us if we can touch the ground. Or push against rocks or something.
Cool. As you guys push through, you start kind of going down the river, it sounds like. Josh, we finally get the boat onto the water, and we kind of flipped it over. We currently have no paddles. You hear me say, "Oh, let me go get the paddles. Here, get in the boat."
Okay.
Alright, so you hop in the boat.
I'm in the boat now.
Okay. As you get in the boat, you're watching me run over to go get the paddles. An arrow flies and hits me right in the chest.
Damn.
Oh, fam, we
Wow.
almost escaped.
Ah, shit.
And then I fall to
Can
the
I get
ground.
out the boat, bro, and drag you in?
The water, the current's actually pretty strong, so you're actually being pulled away from the ground right now.
That's bullshit. I wouldn't let you go out like that, man.
You see some of the
This is real
cultists start breaking through, and that scout that was kind of trying to protect gets a dagger thrown right at her chest too, and then she falls off the crate that she was on.
Our hero.
All right. So, Josh, you're currently without paddle, and you're kind of flowing down the river. About what looks like 200 feet behind the first boat, but they're kind of speeding by. Alex and Vincent, you actually notice this as kind of Josh yells. You see me laying down, and then Josh on the boat by himself.
I'll try to slow us down as much as I can with my quarterstaff without like trying to break it. And I'm assuming we should try to wait for your friend, right?
Yeah, let's try and get him on our boat. It looks like he's not going as fast as us.
So we'll try to slow down as much as we can and try to allow his boat to catch us. And
Yeah, give me both dex checks.
sure.
Just flat dex. Or strength. Dex or strength. Your
Oh
choice.
shit.
You can
Well.
roll. Wow.
No, I'll take.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
It's in that one either way.
All right. That's actually a saving throw, so you can redeem yourself here, Anthony.
No, it's gonna be a nat 20.
I was gonna say
it's
it's a nat.
not great.
It's still nat one. All right. As you guys start you're kind of in a frenzy right now. You start paddling. You're actually paddling in like different directions, so you're kind of conflicting yourself. You still continue straight.
Damn it.
Your time at the Whitewater Center was not helpful. Josh, your boat is just kind of lazily. Give me just a dex save.
Okay.
Or no, just a regular dex check.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Still getting warmed up again to DMing.
Normal.
Yep. As you kind of look behind, one of the cultists is prepping a bow, and then releases your way. You kind of just dodge into the rowboat, and then the arrow just kind of strikes through the other side of the rowboat.
Did it create a hole in the bottom of the boat?
No, it's still above water.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
As you guys are kind of going down the river starts picking up in speed. And then, Josh, as you were once 100 feet behind them, now you're about 200 feet behind them. 300 feet behind them. And then, kind of as you start to get going, you pull away far from the beach. You see a bunch of cultists on the edge of the water, and they're going to try to shoot bows at you. So actually, let me roll attack for these guys. Let me grab their... 1 second. I just need to use like a generic bow. Nope, not a stone golem. A little bit too crazy to start off with.
You could just roll d20s for the attack.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No, I think it's like a d6 or a d8 for the damage.
Choo!
A nat 20 on one of them?
Yeah.
I didn't see the other two. Does it?
What's your armor class here, Josh?
Negligent.
Oh, 13? Alright.
Yeah.
So
as kind of arrows start raining onto your boat, Josh, one of them hits your leg on the calf, and it burns. You said, was it D8? You said?
I can look up.
That's fine. I will just use the D8. You take 5 points of damage here, Josh.
Okay. Damn. There's not much I can do here.
Another one misses you, and then you see one flying by, and it slams right into your boat, right on the bottom of your boat, and then you can see some water kind of leaking through the boat.
Well, I guess I'm fucked already.
It's not a lot of water, but your boat is leaking.
Okay, great. 1 second, I'm just updating.
Josh and Vincent, you look back, and then you see him being peppered with arrows.
How close are we?
It's like 200.
200 feet.
Let's steer into that rock so we don't go any further, but there's not much we could do from downstream.
Yeah, we don't have a rope, do we?
I have a rope in my bag.
Yeah, I'll give you
Okay,
a rope.
why don't we... so why don't, as we get close to that rock, like, try and tie, like, a loop and, like, tie ourselves to the rock.
Yeah.
So we don't go floating away.
We will attempt to steer into a rock and tie ourselves to it.
All right, give me 2 dex checks.
Come on. Oh no.
Oh, fuck off.
Alright. As you start rowing, Spike, your oar snaps.
Damn it.
And then you're not, Vincent's kind of just rowing as fast as he can. Starts turning the boat actually backwards. It does actually slow you, but now you're going backwards downriver.
Great.
Josh has kind of avoided most of the arrows now. They're kind of out of range. But you do slowly see his ship get lower and lower into the water. Josh, the water is starting to kind of slowly pick up.
Okay.
There is an arrow stuck into the bottom of your boat that's kind of leaking some water in.
Well, I guess there's still not much I could do. I'm just gonna lay down to the bottom in case anybody else wants to shoot arrows at me.
You're out of. They haven't shot an arrow. They haven't even been close hitting you with an arrow. So far, it's been kind of falling short. So you think you're out of range of the arrows.
Well, how bad is the water pooling up in the bottom of the boat at this point?
It's not. It's like a puddle right now, but it is slowly getting more and more.
Well, I'm gonna start scooping water out just to save me some precious seconds.
All right, Alex and Vincent, you see him scoop water out of his boat. You guys are slowing down to catch up to him as your boat's kind of going backwards. You're about 100 feet away from each other as his boat's kind of now picking up steam.
Okay. I'll hand Alex my rope unless he has some rope ready to, like... At this point, I think we toss it to your friend and have him grab it and pull himself onto our boat. As I still try to, like, slow us down by sticking my quarterstaff against any obstacles to allow Josh to catch up.
How confident am I in my ability to fly right now, fam?
Pretty low.
Okay. Yes, then we're gonna go with that plan, not me flying over there and handing him the rope. Okay, yeah, so you keep trying to slow us down, then I'll try and yeet over the rope so that he can use it to pull himself closer.
Alright.
And I guess,
yeah,
since my oar's broken and it's not particularly useful, can I tie one end of the rope around it so that it has
That's smart.
more
Leverage.
weight to it, and then he has something to grab with?
sure. You tie it around.
Good thinking
How are
there.
you grabbing stuff with feather hands? That's some cartoon shit.
This
Like
hand's
the
like under
Wizards
the
of the
feathers,
Coast.
you know?
Yeah.
They're just,
Is it like Disney rules? Like
no, it's
you're
just two
grabbing, like, your
magic
feathers
hands
are
that
your
he's using to
fingers?
just grab everything. They're barely levitating. They're like barely levitating off his body.
That is completely bizarre.
I'm kidding. All right. You guys notice all the cultists are kind of running. They're trying to catch up to you, but on land. They don't really have their boat of their own. They start running towards on the right side.
I'm just gonna shout, Josh, heads up, catch this, and I'm gonna like try.
All right, I'm
throw
gonna
the
try to
rope.
catch
Give
it.
me a strength check and give him strength check for Alex Birdman, and then Josh the god
Dex.
gnome. Give me a sleight of hand.
And should I give a dex check to slow us down?
Yeah. That's gonna be the dex is gonna help.
Another 19. Let's go.
Phew.
Oh!
All right, so because Vincent slowed you down just enough, Spike, you're still getting used to your owl body. Or Alex, you're still getting used to your owl body here. But you kind of you throw it a little short. But because Vincent kind of slams onto the water and gets good traction, your boat slows down a decent amount to where Jax, while leaning off of the boat, grabs the rope that gets thrown at him.
All right. Well,
Nice.
apparently close also counts in throwing life preservers, as well as horseshoes and hand grenades. All right. So then let's start trying to pull him in, and then try and get him onto our boat.
All right.
You
guys-
do that while I'll try to maneuver us so we don't crash or,
Fair.
you know.
All right. So Josh, we're gonna pull you in, then you jump to our boat.
Very
Okay.
good. I throw my thumb up in case they can't hear me.
Sure. No, you guys successfully pulled him closer to the boat. By the time Josh kind of jumps out of his boat and into yours, his boat's kind of about like 1/8 of the way filled with water. It's definitely heavy to row or pull.
If I notice Alex struggling, I'll suggest him to yell back to Josh just to jump out and like.
He's already. We kind of skipped that. Josh is already in the boat. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I see that an arrow went through this boat, right?
Yeah. And now you notice there's an arrow in the boat and the water.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
shit.
take my sword and I want to stab a hole in the bottom of the boat and sink it so they
Sure.
can't chase us.
You stab a
that's
hole in the
smart.
boat. As you kind of thrust your sword into the water and then through the bottom of the boat, you leave definitely a big enough hole. You kind of let go of that ship, and about 20 seconds later, that boat starts to just pull straight into the water.
I flicked them off. Hopefully they understand what that means.
You still hear yelling in the distance, but it seems like for now you're good.
All right,
Nice.
I'm gonna say, Vincent, max speed away, buddy.
I'll just keep maneuvering and let the rapids take us and push off things whenever I can. And I think we ride this until we can't anymore, right?
So
Or
about
until we get hungry.
sure.
Away from the murder cultists.
So a decent amount of time passes by, as you're still not sure when is the best time to get off. It's been about an hour and a half. It's pretty dark outside. It's around 10-ish, 11 o'clock at night. And then you're starting to fall, getting tired, getting a little bit exhausted. And then
Alright.
all three of you guys start here.
What is that?
Is that a
You-
fantasy helicopter?
You start hearing water just kind of gush by, and then your boat starts to pick up in speed again.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Maybe there's a water for ahead or something. Let's get off here, and I'll try to like push our boat to the edge of the water or the coast.
Sure. All right. Give me a strength. It's because you're kind of just brute forcing it now.
Damn it.
As you kind of start rowing with your quarterstaff. Your quarterstaff was definitely not meant for
No.
rowing a boat, and then you jab it into the water. The current's just too strong. You were about to lose your staff actually, but last second you pull it back up. The current is picking up fast, and then you can hear it now in the distance. It is definitely a waterfall of some type.
I think we gotta jump out.
I can fly. Maybe. I hope. I'm about to find out the way I guess every bird learns to fly.
Well, grab the rod with the rope tied around it in your talons in case we need to, pull ourselves to the coast. Because I don't know if we'll be able to walk through this or what. But
All right, yeah, so I'm going to grab the little safety rope, and once we start getting close to the cliff, I'm going to find out if I can fly.
Sure. About 30 more seconds, you hear a loud whooshing sound of water just kind of falling down. Now it's actually only you, Alex, can really see it because of your superior dark vision. Yeah, it's definitely a waterfall. In gray and white, you can see
I have
a waterfall.
no vision too.
You also have gnome vision? Yeah, so you can see it pretty well too.
Okay, cool.
So both of you guys see it. I don't know about you, Vincent.
I can't. I don't think dorks have dark vision.
All right. Okay.
What? That's
But
crazy.
I know what a
You would think they
waterfall
would.
sounds like.
Dwarves
they
who
would.
live their entire lives underground
In-
don't get
Oh,
Under
they
ground?
might. Let me see.
And I'm pretty sure
Maybe
they
he's
do.
a- Maybe he's a
I'm pretty sure all
above
three of you
ground
guys
dwarf.
actually see this in black and white.
What a freak.
Where would that be on D&D Beyond?
If you go to features and traits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then down
Where-
to racial, there should be dark
What the
vision.
hell is features in Troy?
In
So-
D&D Beyond, next to
Oh, I see.
inventory.
I see.
Yeah.
it, Yeah. Oh, let's see. I got
You should have dark
spellcast,
vision.
proficiencies, druidic circle, blah blah blah. Dark vision. I do.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all three of you guys can see
Nice.
this. You notice that now that you're able to see further, but it's all in black and white. It's kind of weird. But you do see a waterfall. And then it leads to As you kind of look down some more, it leads to another waterfall. And you see down a little bit more, very strong rapids. It is not looking fun right now.
So we can see the bottom of this waterfall.
Yeah, you can see in the distance. You see another waterfall, and then in the further distance, you see even you see very strong rapids. So it looks like it's waterfall, unknown, waterfall, rapids.
All right.
Well, here's hoping I can fly and that you guys don't drown.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for any big rock to jump on.
Well, you have your staff. You can lead us to the edge, right?
I've been trying. The rapids.
He's been trying the entire time. The rapids have picked up way too much.
Well, we're gonna have to.
The next big rock we see, we jump on, and your friend's gonna have to fly, hopefully, to the coast and anchor it.
Rope us
there.
in. Okay, that's a good plan.
Yeah, we'll hold on to one end of the rope. I mean, the coast isn't like 25 feet or 50 feet away, right?
The river's gotten to a point where it's about 100 feet wide.
Oh shit!
It's kind of expanded upon now.
We don't hold on to the rope then, because this looks like it's too far, too wide. You take the rope, and we'll figure out from there. We're gonna try to.
In about a minute, you're gonna hit this waterfall.
I'm looking for the next biggest rock that we pass by, and I'm gonna try to jump out of the boat onto it.
The next biggest rock that you can see is about 80 feet out. You're not. Yeah, you're pretty in the middle of this river.
But like, can I discern that our boat's gonna cross this rock? Or
no, it doesn't look like it.
On the side of our river.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna just drive right by it.
Like right by it, like 5 feet, or
about 20. But the rock itself is still far away from the coast, or the ridge, I guess. Land.
I don't know what we do.
It is very fast approaching.
Did any of you grab rope?
Let me go check my inventory.
Let's go back in time and make sure that the bird grabs rope.
You guys have that rope on an oar.
Yeah, that's my rope, my 50-foot of rope.
Yep.
Because we should have had packs, and that was in my pack.
Yeah, well.
If we take our starting equipment, at least.
You hear loud waterfall.
Oh, hey, I do have rope in mind, so I have another 50 feet.
Okay, we quickly tied the two ropes together. You try flying. We're holding on to the end of the second rope.
All right, can I attempt to fly to the shore?
You certainly can. See if I can get this waterfall music on. That is not... Okay, maybe I didn't... I accidentally...
That's relaxing.
Yeah, that is relaxing.
Oh, we're not about to die at all.
Oh, dude, this is kind of nice.
It's a nice, like, chill time by the water.
Oh, don't throw the rope. Don't throw the rope. Just chill out, man. I love it.
1 second. All right. Is that better?
I'm gonna start reading a book, I think.
There we go. Cool. All right. Yeah, you're trying to give me a sleight of hand as you're trying to tie this as fast as you can.
Who's doing the slide? Let me do it. I have really high.
Sure.
Yeah. Take it away.
5.
Either one of you.
There we go.
Alright, I'll have Spike tie it. Spike, you finish tying the rope just in time.
Wait.
The rock is close. Or the rock. You're about to. Your boat's about to pass the rock.
Okay. Well, time to start flying, if I can.
All right. You start to start flapping your wings. You get about 5 feet in the air. Oh, you think you can fly. You think you've gotten it, and then you start running out of steam, and then you start falling back down. This time you're out of the boat. As the boat's kind of now flown or gotten way past you, and then kind of the rope's starting to pull.
Oh no.
And now you're trying to use all your effort to just stay out of the water.
Oh no.
You guys are watching as he flies up about 5 feet off the boat. The boat flies right by, and then he's starting to go back down.
Oh god. All right. Well, I guess we have to. I mean, I've touched the bottom of this with my stick a few times. This
Okay.
river.
Yeah, it's not far. It's about 4 feet deep. This river.
Okay, we're gonna have to try to wade across the river. I hope. Of course, we're both short.
Yeah, we have a
I'm
no.
like four something.
Uh,
I forget.
Spike, your feet start hitting the water, and then you just fall straight into the water.
Damn it.
You are
Alright.
now holding a rope that is a couple feet behind the boat.
All right, well, now I guess I'm going to try fording through the river with to the best of my ability to the edge.
All right, you start trying to swim. You guys are all right near the waterfall now.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 seconds. You're off.
If it wasn't clear, I jumped.
Yeah. All right, you guys all
I'm
jump out.
boat. Yeah.
All right.
I am trying to move.
You guys
I'm trying to
jump
move my
out.
feet firmly rather than quickly.
Right. Okay. Everybody abandons the boat. The current is a little bit too strong here, and it pulls you guys all through. The first thing you guys see is the boat flying through. It just skyrockets over the edge, and then you see Alex. You see Josh and Vincent just fall down the waterfall as well, and then you start falling down too.
Okay.
All you guys slam into the bottom. That's about what looks like a 40-foot drop. And then all three of you guys lose consciousness.
Oh no.
Good night.
We'll start with Vincent. Vincent, you wake up on the side of the river, and you're just spitting out water. And it looks to be about 6 a.m. You're not sure how long you're out. You're also not sure how you're still alive.
I look for my two new acquaintances.
You do not see them at all. And you look
I'll
down the river, and the river's still going for a while.
Where I landed, I look for any like footprints of maybe a trace of anyone if anyone's left.
You're still like on the edge of the water of the river. It's gotten to like an estuary part where it's not as strong.
I'll try to walk to the edge of the water and then.
Okay. You start getting up. You feel like you haven't broken anything, but you do feel like you've been hit in the chest about 20 times.
Yeah, I'll take it slow. Oh, God, this body still hurts like the last. That's for sure. And
Yeah, you look
assuming-
around.
yeah. Do I see
You
anything?
you can see that the sun's about to start rising up, and you look around and you just see forest.
I'll just kind of yell out, "Spike, Jax," or Josh, because
and
I
Alex,
don't
yeah.
think you actually said Jax.
No. Yeah, you don't hear anything. No response.
Well, I didn't really know them, I guess. So, good thing I know how to survive in the woods. I kind of gather whatever might have fallen out of my bag, if anything, and I mean, right now I just kind of see forest around me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start, cautiously and try not to make too much noise, walk into the woods, and hopefully come across some sort of trail or pathway. And if I see any like cliffs, I'm gonna try to get a like vantage point and start like climbing any inclines to see if I can see like a town or a city from where I am.
Okay. It takes you a couple hours, but eventually you find your way out of the forest, and then you see what looks like a road. And then you kind of follow that path for a while, and you lead it towards a kind of looks like maybe a farming village of some type. Doesn't look like they're too rich. But as they look at, but as you enter the town, you notice some of the people there. What looks like a dragon of some type looks at you and starts to freak out. Oh, those are the sacrifices. Those are and starts scrambling back into the village.
I'm no sacrifice.
You start hearing some commotion. It's pretty early in the morning, but you hear that that dragon-looking person start yelling. Get up, get up, we need to capture him.
I will fucking book it back into the woods.
All right. So after that, you book it into the woods, and we'll get back to your story later. All right, Spike. You wake up, and you are lying face first in a pile of water. And you're not sure how you're alive, but it looks like your beak caught a rock, and you're just barely out of the water.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, note to self. Cannot fly.
You are
work on that.
very damp right now. You're feeling like you're wearing the baggiest clothes ever, and they're all drenched.
I get out and attempt to see if I can do the bird shaking, or I guess dog shaking, shake off all the water.
Yeah, you attempt to do it, and you shake off a decent amount of water.
Huh. Okay, that works. Okay. Is there anything that looks like civilization or something that people might be nearby?
You look around, it's just very much forest.
Okay. Is there a tree that looks taller than any of the others around here?
There's like 20 feet tall trees, but nothing too crazy. There might be one that's about 4 feet taller than the others.
Okay, I want to see if I can climb on top of one of the taller trees and get a better
Sure.
viewpoint around me.
Give me an acrobatics or athletics check. See if you can climb up this tree.
Damn, I
9.
cannot roll well today.
All right. As you attempt to kind of climb the tree, it takes you a while, but you kind of pop up. What you notice as you kind of look around is a lot of forest. You can see what looks like smoke in the very far distance. And it looks like kind of that's where you came from.
That's where I came from. Well, I don't want to go there.
Yep.
So, I'm just going to keep following the river, and I'm going to keep an eye out for Vincent and Jack.
Okay.
All right. So you're just following down the river.
Yeah, I'm going to follow the river.
You follow the river for about an hour, 2 hours. It's about 5 a.m. You're starting to get hungry now. 6 a.m. now. The river doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And then there are parts that get really windy. There are parts that get really calm. But you're not even close to seeing the end of this river.
Are there any fish in the river?
You're looking around. Give me a perception check.
All right. If I can find a fish.
10. With your kind of now newly born natural owl instincts, you see a fish that's kind of in the middle of the river. It's kind of flopping around. It's about to pass by you.
All right. I would like to take my rapier and just try and impale the fish.
Cool. Give me a attack roll. Yeah, you kind of stab through it. You kind of have like a dead fish now through your rapier. It's a fish. Not really high AC.
I now have a fish. I'm gonna hesitantly try it raw and see how that tastes to my new owl body. If I still prefer food cooked or raw.
Yep. As you kind of eat the fish raw, it tastes disgusting to you. Tastes like
All right.
the worst sushi you ever had.
Okay. Duly noted. I probably need to prepare this fish. I guess then I'm gonna go start trying to locate. I'm just gonna use Boy Scout knowledge, so I'm gonna go get some kindling, so get some small branches and stuff, see if I can find like dead leaves or anything, and then attempt to locate flint and try and start a small fire and work on cleaning the guts out of the fish and scaling it, cooking it and stuff.
Sure. And you're still by the river?
I'm gonna move a little bit in so that I'm not like
Okay.
by the water, because it seems counterproductive to start a fire by the water. But
Right. You get enough. You spend some time to find all those supplies. Looks like this world has about the same kind of materials that Earth has. As you kind of start the fire, it's about 10-15 minutes as you kind of cook the fish. You start hearing voices upriver.
do I understand the voices?
You do. They're pretty faint, but you hear what looks like metal clanging, and then people kind of yelling at each other and combing through.
I don't like that. Is the river shallow enough for me to cross anywhere nearby?
At this part of the river, yeah.
Okay. I want to try to quickly just like splash some water and put out the fire, and then make some very obvious footprints leading towards like one side of the river.
Sure.
And then I want to try and like do a big owl hop over and try and land back in the water, and then cross over to the other side. So it looks like I walked into the forest, but I'm actually going to be on the other side. And then I want to like hide in the trees and look at these people who are going by and determine if I want to introduce myself to them or not.
Sure. All right. Yeah, you do that pretty quick enough, given your perception and your amount of time they had beforehand. Yeah, you actually owl dive, and this time as you flap your wings, you actually feel kind of like you're flying. You're gliding a little bit more. You're starting to learn how to fly, and then you kind of jump further than you think you would jump normally, even with all this knowledge. You cross the river pretty quickly, and then as you kind of dry yourself off on the other side, you see some of these black and red robed people, these cultists. They're kind of looking through, and they notice your fire, and they're just looking at it, and they kind of feel it, and they start looking around.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay as hidden as possible and hope that my ruse fooled them.
All right. You hear, because it's kind of quiet right now, river-wise. Yeah. All the villages nearby have been informed. They'll get them if they try to find refuge. And then you hear this one of the guys at the other end. Hey, I think I found foot tracks. Or I guess beak tracks? Oh no, it's the owl one. And then they start running that off in that direction.
Ah, I fooled them. I'm going in, and I haven't seen either of the other two or any sign of them, right?
Nope, not even close.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try and see if I can go in the opposite direction and
Okay.
that I can find something.
All right, and we'll get back to you later. All right, Josh.
Okay.
You wake up. You're floating back first on the river, and you hear an even louder waterfall in the distance. And it's about morning time right now, so you can kind of get the sunlight in.
Okay, so since I'm conscious now, I'm gonna try to look around and swim to the nearest shoreline.
Yeah, you have plenty of time for this one, so you start kind of swimming. You get to the edge, and now that you've kind of noticed your surroundings, you notice as you kind of look past the edge where that waterfall is, there's no land past that waterfall.
Jeez Louise. I guess I kind of want to look off into the distance. Is it all forest?
You kind of look past like where the waterfall is. Like you're looking like across the waterfall.
Yeah.
You see nothing but air.
Oh.
It's a vast emptiness that is just sky.
This makes no sense. I turn around.
Okay. You see the river kind of flowing up, and you see the forest that you've kind of been, looks like you've been kind of traversing as you've kind of been flat first in the river. Still surprised you're still alive.
Okay, so the only way to really find any place to, like, as far as civilization or anything, is to follow the river back up, because there's nothing down there. If I check out that area, I have vertigo. I don't like standing on super high ledges, and I could tell that's a super high ledge.
Yeah.
So I avoid it.
Yeah, you notice that that water is definitely falling far. You're not sure how far it's gonna fall, but
want to see the edge.
yeah, you're not looking at the edge. Okay.
I have an inkling that it's a lot larger than I won't be able to climb down that shit.
Sure.
So I turn around and I walk up the forest, and I want to try out. Let me see. Since I'm a gnome now, and I know what gnomes are since my Earth life, I want to know if I can. Actually, let's do this. Let's do the classic D&D thing. Let's climb up a tree and search around.
Okay. All right, you climb up a tree. Takes you a decent amount of time. You can see a vast forest, kind of a mountain in the distance. But what you do see now that you're looking at it, there is an end to this land. Everything to your right is kind of the river and everything that you've seen before. Everything to your left ends. There's nothing after that. You can tell the water is now falling off the edge of the planet, of what looks like the land that you're standing on. And then you can also see kind of the trees just end. And the land stops. And it's just looks like it's been torn apart. And it's just sky as far as you can see. And you can see down, and you can see some sky. And it kind of gets dark as you're looking further down. As there's clouds and stuff kind of blocking your view all the way to the bottom. But you just see, as far as the eye can see, sky.
Okay.
You're on this tree.
Well, I see that. I guess it's just forest and a ledge that makes no goddamn sense.
Nope. Looks like it just ends.
So
like it's a flat earth.
So, right, I get it. So we're at the end of the world as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
So the only way to walk is I have to. Does the sun set the same way it sets in our world?
It looks like it's rising from the east. Yeah.
What way's the ledge? Is that?
That's facing eastward, from your knowledge.
So it's okay. So I'm going to follow nearly by the edge. I'm sure that there's got to be some outstanding structure or town that I'll walk into. Well, I don't know how long this forest is going to take. I'm going to stick next to the water and walk in the opposite direction of the edge, and see if I could run into any sense of civilization.
All three of you guys, we're going to resume to all three of you guys again. This similarly happens to all three. You guys kind of follow the river and kind of make your way through the forest, but every time you hit a civilization, everybody is not friendly. They see you and they attack on sight. They yell at you. They call the guards. All three of you are not welcomed here.
That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Well, looks like we're becoming hermits, living out in the woods.
All three of you guys do not find any signs of each other. And then this kind of becomes a reoccurring trend as you guys kind of have to stay low. And you guys learn.
Fine.
Yeah, you guys learn how to stay low. Kind of keep out of sight. So we'll go back to Vincent. It's been about a month since the whole waterfall incident and the whole sacrifice incident. Where are you at?
I mean,
What has happened to
Vincent's-
you in a month?
Vincent's kind of in his element, being out in the wilds by himself. That's where he lived, just as a hermit, away from the city. He's probably held up in some mountainside. He's just been surveying the night sky and making a makeshift kind of like star chart in the dirt outside of his cave, or maybe along the wall in his caves. He's whittled the star pattern or star constellation patterns into his staff.
Mhm.
His beard's grown out more, longer hair. Just kind of trying to observe what's similar between our world and this world, and try his hand at hunting like small game
Sure.
to make ends meet. Cooks by a fireside and tries to avoid anyone and anything. If he hears like any commotion, he usually avoids it. Spends most of his time just honestly, he's become more nocturnal at this point, preferring to stay awake at night and sleep like during the day. And that way, yeah, he gets the best views of the night sky. And he still holds out hope that he'll see any of the other sacrifices one day. Occasionally, he'll branch out and get away kind of from his homemade home in the Arden Mountains. I think that's the continent we're on. Not that he would know the mountain.
You learn some of the names as you kind of hear and see things whenever you try to get close to any villages. So you know some of the names, not all of them.
But yeah, ever after that first encounter, he definitely doesn't approach any villagers.
Right.
If anything he's overheard has been mostly from the shadows, or perhaps like if a map got dropped or whatever the case might be. But he doesn't do too much. Just does the basic necessities to survive, and he's really just been fascinated on the stars, just like in his life back on Earth, and he realizes this is no longer a dream anymore.
Yeah, it's been a month.
He's trying to come to terms with it.
Still trying to break out of the dream. The one thing you do notice star-wise, the stars kind of act very similar, but they're new constellations that you've never seen before.
That's what I figured.
So you're kind of just doodling constellations, making up new ones as you kind of look at them. So yeah, that's good for you. Alex, what have you been? It's been a month since the sacrifice, since watching some of your friends die.
You're still muted.
Yeah, I think
Alex.
you're muted, man.
Damn it! I thought I unmuted, but I actually muted myself. Did it backwards. Okay. So I think that I like my creature comforts a little too much, and I do have some Boy Scout experience, but I don't necessarily want to fully rely on it.
Mhm.
So I want to find a series of like smaller towns that are nearby each other,
Sure.
and I want to at night be sneaking in, trying to steal little things here and there, steal some bread. Maybe if somebody's got like chickens or the chicken equivalent of livestock, try and get some of those, and then set up little small outposts throughout various parts of the forest. I don't want to set up anything like super duper permanent. And then what I want to start more notably doing is trying to identify trade routes and keeping an eye on those. And whenever small groups or groups that look like I'm going to avoid like people who look totally innocent, like I'm not going to jump women and children, but if I see like a singular guard
Children.
or I see like a trader or somebody looks like they're a little bit well-to-do, and I think I can do them, I might try and jump them. And again, not necessarily trying to kill them, but trying to take what I need to survive from them, and then maybe some money if that's going to be a thing that ends up, if they have money. I don't know if they maybe it's a barter system in this world, but so yeah, kind of like harassing and stealing, not anywhere consistently, just kind of going from area to area, just being a general nuisance, but sneaking around. And I think as an owl and also as a sneaky rogue, I'm going to try and stick to the night in general because that's going to benefit me. So
Okay. Yeah. The big things is it's only really been a month, so you've kind of jumped some people. You've definitely learned how to fly at this point, as it's kind of been slowly getting up to. You're not the best flyer, as you're kind of still only a month into this new owl body, but
A great lander.
you are great at crash landing. Yeah, you've gotten used to it. You've gotten all the supplies that fills up your inventory. So now this is kind of how you accumulate your inventory. But yeah, the big thing you notice is you've gotten close to getting some of the getting clues about all the people that you came with Josh and Vincent, but no, you haven't been close. You haven't been that close. It's kind of been on and off. You kind of hear a rumor in the dark here, but you have definitely been sneaking in and out, getting very good at that.
Okay, cool.
All right, and then Josh, what has happened in that 1 month since you've been kidnapped and died twice, or died once, and then?
So my game plan, right, is I'm very small and I'm very sneaky. I tend to stick around civilization, and I exercise my ability to pilfer shit, and I learn how to steal. And if I'm ever hungry, I'm literally sneaking into people's kitchens and grabbing a loaf of bread and then sneaking out.
Sure.
And I usually do this at night. And that's most of what I do. And maybe I'll even run into other thieves and find out the best spots to steal, because it seems to be very lucrative. Maybe I start off at like small villages, and maybe I learn to pickpocket a wealthy guy here or two just to make a bite to eat or something. And that's how I mostly stay alive. But generally, I'm not out in the woods. I'm generally either in smaller minor towns, robe or like hood overhead, trying to be unseen, and I just kind of find a place to sleep in an alley or something, somewhere dark where people won't notice my really small body, so I can hide somewhere really easily. And I'm generally a vagabonder, but generally what I'm doing is stealing, and I'm not really going around stabbing or killing anybody.
Sure.
At least not yet. Not unless I have to.
Okay, and then as you kind of, the first week you kind of spent kind of stealing the food, and then about the second, third week you get to one of the kind of what looks like a decent sized town, but you notice that some of you don't see any boats. It looks like it's on the edge of the earth that you're on, but instead of docks that are docking boats, you see airships and balloons and different various types of flying craft instead of the occasional shipping boat.
Well, I do see those, and I see that there's plenty of crew, and I guess through other nefarious like thieving connections, they say that the most valuable things come off of these boats, and if I could filch something and sell it, I'd be eating really well for a very long time. So I guess that'd be a nice thing to do, especially in my position. So I guess they would probably try to big me up and say, hey, you're small enough. You could definitely get in one of those crates and grab something really good. And, I'm desperate enough. I literally know no one, and all my friends are dead. So, I might as well try my best at grabbing something very valuable and actually break a little more than even this time, as opposed to just eating. So I guess I kind of target docks and shipping lanes to see if I could find anything small and valuable on these trade ships, and that's kind of what I'll try to do.
All right.
For the time being.
And about a month in, you kind of try to steal from one of these boats. And as you open the crate, you kind of successfully get away with what looks like a small crate, but it's kind of, fashionably drained.
Yes.
You open up the crate, and you see what looks like a lamp of some type.
Yeah, I do. I open up this crate, and the only reason why I grabbed it is because what was it. It was contained in a very fancy box, and I guess logically, you want to grab the fanciest looking thing. So I open it up, and it's sort of like a very fancy vase oil container. And I'd imagine this is extremely valuable. So I take it back to my hidey hole, right? I don't even show it to the other thieves because you don't want to get jumped
Right.
for what you have. And I just want to sort of sample the goods, right? If this is really good smelling oil that I'm going to sell, I open up the top.
All right, as you open up the top, you kind of meet your patron here.
Okay. So I guess the side class I have is Warlock, and the patron that I have is an Erdigen. And my idea was that I ran into an Erdigen stealing things off of boats.
You don't pronounce it.
Jin, sorry. Jin. And that would be the way that I get my Warlock class. And spells like that.
Yep. So
it's only one level. I literally know very little about it, but this Jin is, I don't know. The way that I think about the Jin isn't like it's like a literal genie like a literal Jin from Aladdin, but more of like a air spirit, and it's very chaotic, and maybe it'll even like whisper platitudes to me in order to get what it wants. But I know that it holds a lot of power, and it allows me to do things I wasn't able to do before.
yeah, as you kind of open up this lamp, you hear, well, hello there. How is it going?
I don't know who's speaking to me. I'm in a dark alley somewhere probably, and I'm looking around, and I can't hear. And I say, "Hello."
And then
who is that?
As you kind of you see a flash coming from the lamp, and then you see what looks like there are no eyes on this creature, nor are there any skin or any bones or nothing. All you see is what looks like a whisk of air and kind of a shadowy presence. And then you can hear just air just swirling around. You see through him. It's just air swirling around. He doesn't have a physical form, but you can tell that there's some creature in front of you.
I'm not.
You look like you could be of some use.
Like, I don't know who's speaking to me, but I'm just gonna put the top back on. So, will this thing stop me from putting the top back on? I'm probably not powerful enough to really stop it from speaking to me.
You put the top back on, and you can still see his presence.
Oh, great.
You think you can get rid of me that easy, huh?
Well, I don't really know what I'm dealing with. How about you tell me what you want from me?
I can give you the power that you seek. You might not be great at it to start, but I feel like you and I are one and the same. Stuck in another world.
Oh, really?
Let me
Do you happen to know where I'm from?
I know some of it. Not all.
Okay.
There's some parts I can't tell. But it's better that I get a use of you than anybody else. And in return, I'll give you some power. I'll lend you some of my power.
Give me an example, or I'm gonna sell you for a lot of food.
As you kind of see, the Jin lifts up its arm, and then pushes it, lifts up kind of some air, and then pushes it in a very strong gust that slams into the wall and cracks part of the wall.
Ooh. I think you could be useful to me. Also, is there a way that I could shake this thing's hand?
There's no hand to shake of. It's just kind of, you can tell that there's a presence because you can feel the wind, and you can kind of feel that it has no eyes, but you can kind of feel it watching you.
Gotcha.
But you can kind of feel the wind coming from this area.
I wonder if Jins have names. I didn't really look into that. the most natural thing that I would probably ask it is, what do I call you? Right? Like if I'm calling on it and I want him to come out of the vessel, he would have to have it. Should I make a name right now?
We can get my name later. But right now,
I'll level up and I'll get his name later. How about
Sure.
that? That sounds cool. I'll learn more about him as I level up.
sure. All right. So you kind of after a kind of decent amount of talking into the alleyway.
Sounds like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, it really does. Except you can hear like a gust of wind if somebody gets close to you.
Yeah.
You kind of bang your contract.
Okay.
So
Cool.
that was only about a couple days ago. So you're still getting used to all your powers, but the one thing that you do notice is you're kind of looking for some of your food. All three of you guys still have your phones from the past life.
What the fuck?
You didn't lose them during your travels with the waterfall.
How are they still working?
They don't work. You just kind of kept them as kind of a memento, but they've been off ever since you've gotten here. And then randomly, all three of you guys, the phone, you just hear your text tone. Ding ding.
They're like Power Ranger phones.
Why am I hearing my phone? I have this thing set to vibrate.
And all you guys look at the phone, and you see a text. Vincent, you don't know this name, but you can read out. It comes from Nader.
Oh, great.
And then it comes from Nader, and it says, "Meet me at the inn," and then he sends a location, a GPS location, kind of coordinates.
What?
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
New phone, who dis?
So yeah.
Right?
That is
All
how
right.
that ends. So all three of you guys got a text from Nader, of all people. Vincent,
great.
you kind of remember Nader's name, but it's not too common. But yeah, you got a text, and then it has what looks like a link to coordinates, and then whenever you hit it, it opens up the Maps app, and you can kind of see. It doesn't show the entire map. It just shows the one coordinate, and it shows where you're at, and the entire map is gray, so you just know the direction you're going.
Right.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's crazy. Like, well, I guess that is how GPS would work there. Like Google would know what direction you're going.
Just seems like
Well,
a
the phone
phishing
would know.
scam. I'm not going.
So yeah, that's it for session.
It's a trap.
It's a
Cool.
scam.
Cool.
They're gonna tell me
So-
my Amazon order's been refunded, and
Your cellular service is defunct.
It's actually like you missed your Verizon payment. We're gonna need to get you here. We're reaching out to you for your
you
car
actually
insurance.
get mail from Verizon. Like, hey man, we know you're in Isekai right now, but you need to pay the fuck up.
No, you just get an email about your car insurance.
God damn it.
Get a text and Verizon's like, your roaming charge. You're like, oh shit, it's roaming.
You start
Like,
getting
on a
calls, and
plane
it's
to
all
get
the
this
calls about your insurance policy or your warranty on your car and shit.
Yeah. But that's where we're gonna end the session.
I have a question. So next session, we're fully our 3-level
Yep.
selves.
You guys are all level 3. We'll try to
Spells,
pick up
full
Melvin if
capabilities.
he's available. If not, we
Okay.
can wait a session, or we can wait until the session after. But yeah.
Okay.
So right now it's currently a party of 3, and then it'll eventually become a party of 4.
Okay.
Yep.
And generally, it'll be from 7 to 10 every time.
Yeah, it depends.
essentially?
Yeah, it really depends.
Okay. It could hit that, or it could be a little sooner. Or
It could be a little
later.
sooner. It could be a little later. Depends.
Okay.
Combat normally takes a little bit longer, but with 4 people, it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
what
Thursday.
were we going again next Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday is the next session.
Okay. And then the Thursday after that, there's no session. Then we're back to like every other week.
Every other week. So every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'll post all the VODs to my VOD channel.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. I have to go get a camera because everybody else has a camera.
You don't have to.
I feel left out.
True.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, thanks for the first session. So, I mean, it kind of worked out. So, pretty
All
high.
right, dude.
fun
Great.
times.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice
See you guys
playing with
next
you.
Thursday.
All
Yeah.
right.
See ya.
Good.
Bye.
it Thursday yet?
All right, we're gonna end it here. Thanks everybody. Just like they said, next session will be next week, and then we're gonna go every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks we're going. So that should be cool, and we should get everybody.
Last 2 weeks, you know, we've seen you.
So I'm gonna raid Doc Demand here. Let's go raid them back. Doc Demand show. They're playing League. So yeah, let them know. Alright, peace out. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. See ya. We have 1 viewer ready to raid, so we'll be good to go there. Man, there's 10k watching Critical Role right now. Let's go.